Okay, check for question number 15. What?
I mean that options.
Oh, okay. If you can tell me that you write only here, I'll write only there.
Bro, mute yourself.
Let us have at least some 30 questions. It will be over in 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. See, I am going to finish the next 10 questions also. Papa!
Who's on?
I don't know, somebody is not.
I'm not even speaking.
Who is that without
Okay, so hi, good evening, students. So I hope all of you are just back from the exam. So I've just had a chance to go through the paper. So before we start the paper, let me just tell you which is the paper that we are working on, so that you will be clear with it. So the code that is there on the sheet of paper, the question paper which I have is T3 GRIDU. That's the test booklet code. The test booklet code is T3 and it is GRIDU. So here I'll discuss with you the physics part of it. Now just let's look at the first 10 questions. So when I look at the first 10 questions, the first question is a tightly wound 100 turns coil of radius 10 centimeters carries a current of 7 ampere. The magnitude of the magnetic field at the center of the coil. So very first question, there is no indication whether this is a solenoid or whether it is a toroid. So if it's a solenoid, we need to have the number of turns per unit length. The length is not given. Even if we assume the given data is for a solenoid, it will be mu naught Ni, B is equal to mu naught Ni. So 100 into 100 is N, I is 7 given, and mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. So 7 into 4 is 28, 3 pi is 3, so 28 into 3 is 100 something, so none of the answers work out. So the next, I think it's a toroid. So if it's a toroid, then the number of the magnetic field B will be equal to 100 into 100 divided by 2 pi into radius. Radius is given as 10 into current 7 into 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. So now when I assume it this way, it is 2, 7 into 2 is like 14. So 14 again, the answer doesn't work. So I don't know, I have no clue what is to be done for this. So I assume this question is wrong. Then the second question, if you look at it, second question, I think the answer should be option 3. Very clearly, if you see, non-magnetic will not have any susceptibility. So D should match with 1. So options 2 or 3 will work out. Then again, diamagnetic material will have a negative susceptibility. So A should match with 2. So option 3 is the answer. Now the fourth question, thermodynamic system is taken through cyclic process ABCDA. They're asking you what is the work done by the gas along the path BC. Now if you look at it closely, BC seems to be a isochoric process. That means the volume is constant. Now if volume is constant, the work done is 0. So from there I can say that option 3 is the answer. Yeah, so I hope you all are able to follow what's happening here. Yes. So if you all are able to get it, let's keep moving on. So as of now, option for don't know. There seems to be something wrong. Question number 2, the answer is 3. Question number 3, also the answer is 3. Question number 4, answer is 1. Question number 5, it is 4. 6, it is 1. 7, it is 4. 8, it is 3. 9, it is 6. And question number 10, it is 1. 9, I made an error. 9, answer is 6, but the option cannot be 6. So let me quickly rectify that. So question number 9, option 6 is for 1. So answer option is 1. Okay. Now, if you want me to quickly discuss. So 3 I discussed. Question number 4. An unpolarized light beam strikes on a glass surface at Brewster's angle. So at Brewster's angle, both reflected and refracted rays will be plane polarized. So we'll go for option 1. Then ideal transformer, the number of turns in NP to NS is 1:2. So NP to NS is 1:2. So the potential of source should be output should be more than the potential of the input. So it seems to be a step-up transformer. So 1:2 will now become 2:1. So option 4. So question number 5, option 4. Question number 6. The logic circuit given, output given. So B bar means negative of B. So 0 will become 1. 1 is becoming 0. 0 is becoming 1 again. 1 is becoming 0 again. So I just go for option 1. Then it is given to you that in a vernier caliper, n+1 divisions are there. The least count, if then the vernier constant. The vernier constant is nothing but the least count of the vernier caliper. So the least count of the vernier caliper is 1 vernier scale division. That is 1 by n plus 1 of the main scale division. The main scale division is 1 by 10. But in the question, they are asking you for the answer in centimeters. So I further divided by 10. So it will be option 4. So question number 7, it would be option 4. Question number 8. Question number 8, the maximum elongation they are asking in a steel wire. So they have given you the elastic limit, so that will give you the stress, and they have given you the Young's modulus. So from there, you just simply apply the formula, and then you will get answer to be 0.004. So 0.004, that will be, answer is 0.004 in meters. Now the answer should be given in millimeters. So millimeters, it should be 4 millimeters. Then question number 9. 10 newtons is applied, so 3 plus 2 is 5 kg, acceleration is 2, so the contact force between A and B is going to make B move with an acceleration of 2, so 3 into 2, 6, so option 1. Then monochromatic source, YDSE replaced with white light. So if you replace it with white light, there will be a central bright forever. But the surrounding fringes, now Vibgyor will take place, that is dispersion will happen, and in the surrounding fringes you will see colored fringes. Yeah, so that's how you do question number 10. Now question number 11, if you have to ask the graph which shows the variation of 1 by lambda square in kinetic energy. So what I have to do is I have to quickly find the relationship between kinetic energy and lambda. Now I know that according to de Broglie's concept, lambda p is equal to h. So from there I can say that p is equal to lambda h by lambda. P is nothing but m into v. So v will be proportional to h by lambda. So kinetic energy is half m v squared. So v squared is proportional to 1 by lambda squared. So if they are wanting to have the relationship between energy and lambda squared, okay, so there is a error in the answer that I gave. So it should be a linear line. So linear line, so option 2. So question number 11, okay, I didn't give the answer for question number 11. So question number 11, the answer is 2. Okay, then question number 12. Question number 12. So if we go to question number 12, they're given you a circuit where there are 2 μF capacitors, and it seems to be a Wheatstone bridge circuit because 2-2 it's all balanced. So I just remove the central capacitor, 2-2 series, 2-2 series. So 2-2 in series will become 1 μF. Again, the 2 in series will become 1 μF. 1 and 1 in parallel will become 2 μF. So question number 12, the answer is 3. Yeah. So let's now wait. Let's listen from Kavita ma'am, who will be handling a few questions of bio. So let's let her.
Yes, students, good evening, students. So let us start with the biology paper discussion. So we'll start with botany. So as Murli sir said, like we are discussing the paper T3 code. Okay. So based on that, we are going to find out the answers. Please wait. Let me share the screen. So hope all of you are able to see my screen. I found biology part was very easy. Most of the questions are direct questions. You have only very few statement questions where you will be finding it difficult. Yeah. So see the first question number 101. Okay. Identify the set of correct statements. So we have to find out which is the correct statement. See the statement A, the flowers of Vallisneria are colorful and produce nectar. Actually, Vallisneria is a water pollinating plant. Okay. So generally the plants which are undergoing abiotic pollination, they do not have colorful flowers and nectar. Okay. Hence the statement A is false. Then statement B, the flowers of water lily are not pollinated by water. Of course, because lily flowers are brightful and attractive, and hence they will be pollinated by insects. So statement B is correct. C statement, in most of water pollinated species, the pollen grains are protected from wetting. Yes. So when pollens are released in water, to prevent from wetting process, they will have that mucilaginous coating, right? So statement C is also correct. Statement D, pollen grains of some hydrophytes are long and ribbon-like. Yes. Then statement E, in some hydrophytes, the pollen grains are carried passively inside water. That is also right. So coming to the right answer, statement B, C, D and E are right, where statement A is the only statement which is wrong here. Hence we can go for the option 2, B, C, D and E only. Okay. Then question number 2, 102. The type of conservation in which the threatened species are taken out from their natural habitat and placed in special setting where they can be protected and given special care. See, this question, actually the right answer is ex situ conservation, because the exact definition is there in your NCERT book, but we don't have answer with ex situ conservation. So now what we have to do, you have to go for the elimination method. Option A, semi-conservative method, which is not at all related to the question. So you can eliminate option 1. Option 2, sustainable development. Again, it is also not related. Third option is in situ conservation. In situ conservation is actually on-site conservation. We are going to protect the organisms in their own natural habitat. But here the question is, we are going to take away the organism from the natural habitat and we are going to protect them in a man-made environment, right? So option 1, 2, 3 can be eliminated and the right answer is option 4, biodiversity conservation. Okay. Then question number 103. Inhibition of succinic dehydrogenase enzyme by malonate is a classical example. So this question is from biomolecules chapter, where you can see the enzyme succinic dehydrogenase binds with the substrate, which is actual substrate is going to be succinic acid. But the inhibitor here is malonate, which is structurally similar to your original substrate. And this is a classical example for competitive inhibition. So for question number 103, option 1 is the right answer. Okay. Then question number 104, identify the part of the seed from the given figure which is destined to form root when the seed germinates. So when the seed germinates, the root part is going to come from the radical part of the embryo. And here it is that radical part is actually denoted as letter D, and and so we are going for the option 2 D. Okay. Then question number 105. So 105, bulliform cells are responsible for. So bulliform cells, you can see in some monocot leaves, the parenchyma cells are modified into bulliform cells, and this is actually going to help in the curling of leaves inside in monocots. That is, whenever the cells are in flaccid condition, this process will occur with the help of your bulliform cells. So for 105 question, you can go for option 3, invert curling of leaves in monocots. Okay. Then question number 106, which of the following are required for the dark reaction of photosynthesis? See, students, they have asked for the dark reaction. Don't confuse yourself with the light reaction. Option A is light. Option A, light is completely needed for the light reaction to occur, not for the dark reaction, because dark reaction is completely light independent phase. Okay, so A, light is not necessary. B, chlorophyll. Again, chlorophyll pigment is necessary for trapping the sunlight. Hence, option B, chlorophyll, is also not needed. C, CO2. In dark reaction, actually CO2 fixation occurs. So CO2 is necessary, and that CO2 is going to be reduced into carbohydrate, right? So option C, it is required. Then option D, ATP. Yes, obviously, the products of your light reaction, ATP and NADPH2, are going to be consumed in your dark reaction. So C, CO2, D, ATP, E, NADPH. So these 3 materials will be required for the dark reaction. Yes. So now we have to find out the right answer. You should go for the answer C, D, E only. That is option 1. Option 1 is the right answer for this question. Okay. Then question number 107. Formation of interfascicular cambium from fully developed parenchyma cell is an example for. So students, see, The parenchyma cells are already differentiated cells. Yes, because meristematic cells are not differentiated. Once when meristematic cells differentiate, it develops into parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Right? Now, from the differentiated cells, if they are going to regain the capacity to divide, yes, so then you call them as it is called to be the secondary growth. So your vascular cambium and your core cambium both occurs, that is both are formed because of the process of de-differentiation. So for question number 107, the right answer is de-differentiation. Okay. Then question number 108. Hin2 always cuts DNA molecule at a particular point called the recognition sequence, and it consists of. So this is the direct thing which is directly given in your NCERT book. So Hin2 was the first restriction enzyme which was isolated, and it is going to cut the recognition sequence which consists of 6 base pair. So option 4 is the right answer. Okay. Then question number 109. So tropical regions show greatest level of species diversity because. So we have given 3 points in your NCERT why tropical regions are having greatest biodiversity comparing your temperate region and polar region. Yes. So the first statement, tropical latitudes have remained relatively undisturbed for millions of years. Hence, more time was available for the species diversification. This reason is directly given in your NCERT. So we can go for this point. A statement is right. Okay. Then statement B. Statement B is, so tropical environment are more seasonal. Actually, tropical environments are less seasonal and more constant. They have less seasonal variation, and that's why they are having more constant environmental condition. So statement B is actually wrong. Okay, the given statement B is wrong. C, more solar energy is available in tropics. Of course, solar energy penetration will be available, highly available in tropics. Yes. So then D, constant environment promote niche specialization. So niche specialization need more constant environment, and that statement D is also right. Statement E, tropical environment are constant and predictable. Just now I told you they are less seasonal and so they are more constant. Hence option E, that is statement E, is also right. Now we have to find out which are the correct statements why tropical regions are having greatest level of species richness. So that is statement A is right, statement C is right, D and E. Except statement B, other 4 statements are correct. Hence, for question number 109, you can go for option 3. 3 is the right answer. Okay. Then question number 110. Which one of the following is not a criterion for classification of fungi? So for classification of fungi, basically we have some criteria based on the mode of mycelium. Yes, whether it is aseptate or septate, you can classify. Then based on the mode of reproduction, because fungi can undergo all 3: asexual, vegetative, and sexual, right? So based on the mode of reproduction, and in mode of reproduction, you can discuss the mode of spore formation. So whether they are going to form fruiting bodies, asexual spores or sexual spores. But mode of nutrition is not going to be considered for the classification of fungi into 4 different divisions. So for question number 110, it is going to be option 4, which is the right answer, mode of nutrition. Okay. Right. So students, please wait a minute. So I'll just check with the keys from 111 to 120, and then I'll continue.
Okay, so hi students again. So let's move on with the rest of the questions in physics. So I think I discussed up to question number 10. So let me move on from question number 11. So as I move from question number 11, what I am seeing is question number 11. Question number 11 is that they have given you a graph which shows the variation of kinetic energy with this. So I already explained to you that is going to be option number 2. Okay, then question number 12. Question number 12 also I explained to you. Let's go from question number 13. So question number 13 onwards, if I have to just first write the answers here, 10 for 11, the answer is 2. For 12, it is 3. From 13, 14, 15, 16. 13 option is 1. 14 option is 3. 15 I am not able to get any answer. If you just look at the 15th question, the 15th question says that a light ray enters through a right-angled prism at a point P with an angle of incidence of 30 as shown in the figure. It travels through the prism parallel to the base and emerges from the face AC. So this seems to be correct because it is moving towards the base. This is going from rarer to denser medium. So the prism is made up of a denser medium. So if the prism is made up of a denser medium, its refractive index should be more than 1. So option number 1, option number 3, option number 2 are ruled out. So now the only possible option is option number 4. So without doing anything, you may tick option number 4. But there is a problem with option number 4. First thing is, it is given to you that this is a right angled prism. So this is 90 degrees. Then it is told to you that the angle of incidence is 30 degrees. And then this is going parallel to the base. And then it is emerging this way. So if it is emerging this way, so let's put some angles there and then see. So if this is 90, if this is, so it's a right angle prism at P. So if this angle here is 30 degrees, then I can assume that this angle is also going to be equal to 30 degrees. Now, if this angle is 30 degrees, this is the normal here. So this is going to be 60. So if this is 60, this angle will be 30. So this angle here seems to be 60 degrees. Now, if this angle here is 60 degrees, then again, the refractive index is going to be 1 upon sine 60. Now sine 60 is root 3 by 2, so the answer should be 2 by root 3. But here they have given some root 5 by 2, which doesn't work out. So now let's go with some more assumptions. So let's go with some assumptions saying that this is an isosceles prism. If this is an isosceles prism, because this is parallel, so this will be 45. So if this is 45, this angle also is 45 because it is parallel to the base. Then if this angle here is 45, then I don't know how this angle here can be 30 degrees. So I am now thinking about what else could be the question, because they have said that this angle here is 30 and this is the normal. So, so I'm not able to picturize how it is. Let me see again how it is once again. So this is 30 here. This is the normal. So after refraction, it is going parallel. So if this angle here is 30 degrees, this is 90, this is normal. So this is, this need not be 30 degrees. This is parallel to the base. So if it is parallel to the base, then I can at the max say this is 45 degrees. So this will also be 45 degrees. If this is 45 degrees, this is 45 degrees, then root 2 comes. Root 2 comes as the thing. So now there is no indication of what kind of a prism it is. Okay, we'll come back. I'll just think a little bit more and then come back. Now, question number 16. Question number 16, both the reason is they've given you the potential at any axial point and then they've given you the formula for potential. Now they've given you plus minus because there are two sides. So this is the minus q, this will be plus q. So if you are on this side of the axis, if you are on this side, then the potential is going to be positive. If you are on this side, the potential is going to be negative. So based on that, I'm okay with the plus minus. So option A is correct, option B is also correct. The reason is also correct and it is a correct explanation. So from there, I'm saying 16 will be answer number 3. Yeah, so 16 is option number 3. So if we can move on from there, 17th one should be 2. 17th one is 2, 18th one is 1, 19th one is 4, 20th one is 3, 21st is 2, 22 is 3, 23 is 2, 24 is 2. Students, if you find any question difficult and you think you need an explanation, if you can just put a comment, we'll be happy to give you an explanation. Question number 21 I thought was a good question. So you have some element X which is at some element X which is like having atomic number 82 and mass number they have shown is 290. So it is releasing an alpha particle. If it releases an alpha particle, then what will happen is it will become some Y and it will become 78 and 286. Now after that it is releasing a positron. So if it is releasing a positron, necessarily a neutron has got converted into necessarily a proton has got converted into a neutron. So a proton has got converted into a neutron, Z is going to look like the 78 will become 79 and 286 will continue because positron there is no loss of mass. After that there is a beta minus. A beta minus is nothing but an electron. So if an electron is going, then a neutron has got converted into a proton. So the 79 will now become 80 and the mass will continue to be 286. Then again an electron is emitted. Again an electron is emitted means again a neutron is getting converted into a proton. So it will become 81. So 81 to 86. So Q is 81 to 86. That's why I said option should be 2. Okay. Then question number 23, it represents an AND gate. Then again question number 24. Question number 24, they have given you know that small g. Small g is equal to capital G mass of the earth by r squared. Now they have given you that the mass is becoming 10 times, 1 by 10. So mass is becoming 1 by 10. Radius is becoming half of the earth. So half of the earth means r squared by 4. So it will become 2/5 of g. G is like 10. So 2/5 of 10 is going to look like 4. So 3.92. So for 24, the option should be 2. So 24, the answer is 2. Then again, okay, so now let's listen to a few questions from Bioman and then we will move on.
So students will continue from question number 111. Yeah, listen to question number 111. How many molecules of ATP and NADPH are required for every molecule of CO2 fixed in the Calvin cycle? Actually, Calvin cycle is your C3 cycle, fine? So for each carbon dioxide, 3 ATP and 2 NADPH will be needed in your CO2 fixation, right? 2 ATP in the step number 2 and 1 ATP in the step number 3. Similarly, 2 NADPH in the step number 2. So altogether, we need 3 ATP and 2 NADPH for CO2 fixation in C3 cycle. So for 111, the question correct answer is option 2. Okay. Then 112, these are regarded as major causes of biodiversity loss. Actually, 4 important reasons have been given in your book, which we considered as evil quadrant. Yes. So they are habitat loss and fragmentation, overexploitation, co-extinction, and invasion of foreign species. Out of 4, here 3 reasons are given. Option A, overexploitation, option B, co-extinction, and D, habitat loss and fragmentation. Sorry students, screen is not shared. Wait, now I'm sharing the screen. Yeah, so I'll tell you again, for question number 111, the right answer is option 2. Okay, for question number 112, the right answer is again 2, where A, B and D are the major causes of biodiversity loss. Okay. Then question number 113. The capacity to generate a whole plant from any cell of the plant. See, in this question, easily you can eliminate option 1 and 2. But there will be a confusion in option 3 and option 4 because totipotency is the capacity to generate the whole plant from any cell of the plant. And this process or phenomenon is called to be micropropagation. So you will be getting confused with either option 3 or 4, but the right answer is option 3. Okay. Then question number 114. The equation of Verhulst-Perl logistic growth is dN by dt is equal to Rn into K minus N by K. Now from this equation, they are asking what does the variable K indicates. K indicates the carrying capacity of the environment. Okay. So for question number 114, Answer is right. Right answer is option number 1. Then 115, spindle fibers attached to kinetochore of chromosome. Actually, this take place in the metaphase. Yeah. So once when your metaphasic plate is formed, the chromosomes will arrange in the equatorial plate and the spindle fibers will attach to the kinetochore of the chromosome. So answer for question number 115 is option 4. 116, identify the type of flowers based on the position of calyx, corolla and androecium with respect to ovary. So we have 3 different types of flowers, right? So based on the position of the ovary. Superior ovary, we call them as hypogynous flowers. Inferior ovary, you call them as epigynous flowers. Half inferior ovary, you call them as perigynous flowers. But here, the 2 figures given, right? Both are perigynous flowers. So in your NCERT book, there will be 4 diagrams for 3 different types of flowers. In that, 2 diagrams, they will be given for perigynous. So the answer here is option 2, 116. The right answer is option 2, where figure A and figure B both represents perigynous. Okay. Then 117, match list with list 2. This is very easy. Just you have to connect the organism with its disease or common name. Okay. So Rhizopus is the common fungi that causes bread mold. So A3. Ustilago, it causes mud disease. 2. Puccinia, it causes rust disease. And then agaricus, that is common mushroom which we eat. Okay. So A3, B2, C4, D1. The right answer is there in option number 3. Okay. Then question number 118. So this is from your genetics. In a plant, black seed color, capital B, small b is dominant over white seed color, small b. See, dominant can occur both in homozygous condition or heterozygous. But recessive condition always occurs in homozygous. Okay. In order to find out the genotype of the black seed, with which of the following genotype will you cross? So now you have to recall your test cross. So what is test cross? If you want to find out the genotype of a dominant character, you have to cross the F1 with a complete recessive parent. So based on that, you will be able to find out whether it is homozygous dominant or heterozygous dominant. In that case, so what is the complete recessive option here? It is option number 4, small b. So that will give you the genotype of the parent, okay, dominant parent. Then 119, again it is also from genetics, principles of inheritance and variation. A pink flowered snapdragon plant, pink flowered, what is the genotype? Capital R, small r, right? It was crossed with a red flower. Red flower is capital R. What type of phenotype are expected in the progeny? Now you have to cross capital R, small r with capital R. Now what are the different types of offsprings you will get? You will get 2 capital R and 2 capital R, small r. Okay. Now you can see 50% of them are red flowers and 50% of them are pink flowers. So you will get both red flowers and also pink flowers. Hence, option 4 is the right answer. Then question number 120. So this is also again matched. You have to just connect the definition with the proper terminology. That's it. 2 or more alternative forms of the gene. It is called to be allele. So for A, it is 3. Cross of F1 progeny with a homozygous recessive parent. Just I discussed with the previous question. So previous question was that, right? So how to do the test cross? So for B, it is test cross, option 4. C, cross of F1 progeny with any of the parent. If you're crossing the F1 with any one of the parent, it is going to be back cross. So C is 1. Okay. And number of chromosome sets in a plant that represents the ploidy. So D is 2. So the right answer here is option number 1. Yes, option 1 is the right answer. Okay. Right. So I'll discuss 5 more questions. Question number 121. Lecithin, a small molecular weight organic compound found in living tissue, is an example. Again, the question is from biomolecules chapter. Lecithin, you have studied, it's the covering of your alveoli and it is given as an example for phospholipids. Yes. So lipids will be usually of either simple fatty acid or simple glycerol or sometimes in combination with fatty acid and glycerol. Now, lecithin is going to be an example for phospholipid. Option 4 is the right answer for question number 121. Right. Then question number 122, again the question which is from your microbes in human welfare chapter. You have to just connect the organism with the product. Clostridium botulicum. So it is going to give the product called butyric acid. Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which is commonly called to be yeast. It is used for alcohol production. So ethanol. Trichoderma polysporum, cyclosporin A, which is used as an immunosuppressant for organ transplantation. Then the last one, Streptococcus species. which produces the enzyme called streptokinase that is commonly used in myocardial infarction as a clot buster enzyme, right? So right answer is option A is 3. So it is option number 1. Option number 1 is the right answer for question number 122. Okay. Then question number 123. In the given figure, which component has thin outer wall and highly thickened inner wall? So first of all, you have to find out in the stomatal apparatus which cell will be having this kind of setup. Yes, it is your guard cells, right? So guard cells, you have to say option number 3. So C is the right answer. Okay. Then question number 124. Which of the following is an example of actinomorphic flower? This is a direct question. Just you have to find out the example. For question number 124, it is option 3, Datura. Okay. Then question number 125. A transcription unit in DNA is defined primarily by the 3 regions in DNA, and these are with respect to upstream and downstream end. Okay. So you have to see transcription unit. Transcription unit consists of 3 primary regions: promoter region, structural gene region, and terminator region. That's all. So this is also directly given in your NCERT book, right? So it is option 2 for question number 125. Yes, question students, like I'll go through with the remaining questions.
So hi students, so let's come quickly finish up the rest of the questions that we have in physics. So for physics, question number, let's say 25 onwards we can start. So from question number 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 and 34. 32, 33 and 34. Question number 25, the answer option is 3. Question number 26, it is 4. 27, it is 2. 28, it is 3. 29, I'll just tell you, 30 is 4. 31 is like 4 again. 32 is 3. And 33 is 2. And 34 is 4. So let's quickly go through these questions. Okay, let's quickly go through these questions so that we can understand how they are coming. So one interesting question that I found is, I already discussed up to 24 with you. 25 is also quite easy. And atoms are electrically neutral as they contain equal number of protons and negative charges. True. Atoms of each element are stable and emit their characteristic spectrum. So here the meaning of the word stable is little doubtful, because stable means what? So atoms have existence, they also have independent existence, but they combine with each other. So if you use that word that they are not stable, then statement 2 seems to be false. So you may be tempted to go for statement 4. So this is one of those questions where option 4. So this is one of those questions where there will be some kind of a I mean, it depends on what exactly they are meaning when they say stable. But it does emit their characteristic spectrum. Each atom has its own characteristic spectrum. So the second part of the statement is true. So it all depends upon the meaning of the word stability. Okay, so then let's move on. Question number 26, they have given you 2 points P and Q on a wheel, and they are asking you what will be the relationship between the velocities. So obviously, if you have a wheel here, the upper portion of the wheel will be traveling much faster than the lower portion of the wheel. In fact, the lower portion has a velocity 0, the upper portion has a velocity 2v. So when you look at that, point P moves faster than point Q. So 26, we can easily put option number 4 to be the right one. 27, a particle moving with uniform speed in circular motion, because the direction is changing, velocity is changing, and because velocity is changing, the acceleration is always changing. It's towards the center. So varying velocity and varying acceleration. Then a thin flat circular disc of radius 4.5 cm is placed gently over a surface of water. If surface tension of the water is 0.07 Newton per meter, then the excess force required to take it away is going to be 19.8 millinewton. Question number 29. In a uniform magnetic field, they have given you that field of they've given you the field. A magnetic needle performs 20 complete oscillations in 5 seconds. The moment of inertia of the needle is given to you. The amplitude of the magnetic moment of the needle is x into something. So now you have to just understand that there is a torque acting on the m into b is going to be the torque acting on it. So mb is equal to I into alpha. So from here I can now say that alpha is equal to, or I'll say mb sine theta. So I'll say that mb by I. So into theta. So from here I can say omega squared is equal to mb by I, and t is equal to 2 pi root over of I by mb. So now it is given to you that it is undergoing 20 oscillations in 5 seconds. So the time period is going to be 4. So 4 is equal to 2 pi into square root of I is given to you. The moment of the magnetic moment of the needle is given to you. That is given to you as x into 10 power minus 5. B is given to you 0.05. I'll just take it as 0.05. Then again the moment of inertia is given to you as 9.8. So I'll take it as 10 into 10 power minus 6. This is enough for me to get the answer. So if you just work this out, you will get this 10, this and this will get cancelled. So from here this is given to you as 4 pi. So 2 will go 2 times. So 2 by pi into 2 by pi is equal to 1 by x into 0.05. So I'll take the 0.05 onto this side. So if I take the 0.05 onto this side, 0.5 into 2 is 0.1. So 0.2. So I'll get x is equal to pi squared by 0.2. Now pi squared is almost 10. 10 by 0.2 is going to be like 100 by 2. 100 by 2 is going to be approximately 50. So from there, if we are able to see, the answer should be, oh, there is an error in the work that I have done. Okay, so 29, I'll do it again. Meanwhile, the best way to do the prism question, so the best way to do the prism question is that the prism, the light is bending towards the base. If the light is bending towards the base, the material of the prism should have a refractive index greater than 1. The only option greater than 1 seems to be option number 4. So that should be the best way to answer the question. But if you still want to know a proper explanation for the question, here I can give you an explanation. So it is given to you that this angle here is 30. So let's call this R1, let's call this R2. So we know R1 plus R2 is equal to A, which is equal to 90. So if it is given to you this, then I can now assume that R2 is equal to 90 minus R1. So now I have sine 30 by sine R1 is equal to mu. And I also have that 1 by mu is equal to sine of 90 minus R1, which is equal to cos R1. So cos R1 is equal to 1 by mu. And from here, if I work on this, I will get that sine 30 is equal to sine R1 by cos R1, right? So if it is sine R1 by cos R1, I can say it is tan R1. So if it is tan R1, sine 30 is like 2. So from 1 by 2. So from here you can say this is root 5. So from here you can say it is root 5 by 2. So hypotenuse is root 5. So from there you can say the answer is root 5 by 2. Right? So I hope you are able to understand how to do this question. Now let's relook at the question which we are working with the so question number 34, option is 4. It is given to you that 5 sine pi t plus pi by 3 in meters it is given. So from there you know that the amplitude is 5 meters. So the answer has to be either 1 or 4. Then again omega t. Omega is equal to pi. So omega t is equal to pi. So omega is equal to if pi. So then if omega is equal to pi, time period is equal to 2 pi by pi. Pi cancel 2. So option 4 will be the correct answer for question number 31. 32, same dimensions as solid angle. Same dimensions as solid angle will be strain and angle. So option 3. So 32 is 3, 34 is 4. 34 is 4. So Bob is whirled in a horizontal circle with an angular speed omega, tension is T. So if the speed becomes 2 omega, m omega squared r. Centripetal force is going to be the tension. So because of that, it will become 4 times T. Then a wire of length L resistance 100 ohms is divided into 10 equal parts. So each has a resistance 10 ohms. The first 5 parts are connected in series, so it is 50 ohms. The next 5 parts are connected in parallel, so it is 2 ohms. So the net will become, the two combinations are again connected in series. Oh, then so 10 by 10 it is 2, it should be 52, so option 4. So 35 is option 4. 35 is option 4. Then again, let's look at 36 and 37. 36 seems to be 3. 36 seems to be 3. And after that we have, now we have the question numbers from 36 to 33 where you have options which you could choose. 36 is 3. 37, a parallel plate capacitor is charged by connecting it to a battery. If I is the current in the circuit, then in the gap between the plates, the displacement current is also equal to I, and it flows in the direction of the I. So option number, displacement current is equal to magnitude. So option 4. So 37 is option 4. Question number 38, the property which is not. Question number 37, it is 4. Question number 36, 35, let me see. 35, I think I already told you, 4. 35 is 4. Then again, question number 36 is 3. 36 is 3. Question number 37, I just now told you, is 4. The property which is not of an electromagnetic wave traveling in free spaces. First one is a property. They originate from charges moving with uniform speed. No. Second one is not true. They are universal. They are transverse in nature is true. The energy density in electric field is equal to the energy density. So option number 2. So 38, option 2. Then again, 39. Choose the circuit which can achieve bridge balance. So you have 10, 15. You have 10, 5. Cannot achieve. 10, 15, 10, 5. There's a diode there. So maybe possible. Choose the correct circuit which can achieve the bridge balance. So balanced bridge means 10 by 15 should be equal to 10 by whatever. So it should be in reverse bias. It cannot be in forward bias. So, so the diode should be in reverse bias. So the diode should, because in forward bias the diode conducts and its resistance is negligible. So 10 by 15 means the diode seems to be having a 10 ohms resistor, but in reverse bias the diode has a huge resistance. So I'll go for option 2. So question number 39, I'll go for option 2. First option, there's a parallel circuit, so the resistance will become less than 5. In the second case, the diode, 10, 15. So from what I am able to see, the second option and third option are the same. Okay, but the polarity is different. Okay, so I would go for option 2. In fact, I would go for option 3. So question number 39, I would go for option 3. I would go for option 3 because here the diode is forward biased. If the diode is reverse biased, its resistance is huge. So along with 5 ohms, there is this battery. And again, if you look at the polarity, the way it is charged, plus and minus. So this is the negative terminal, this is the positive terminal. So this is forward biased, so I'll go for option 3. So 39 will be 3. Question number 40, if the plates of a parallel plate capacitor connected to a battery are moved close to each other, small d decreases. If small d decreases, capacitance increases. So charge stored in it increases. So option A seems to be correct. Then the energy stored in it decreases. Energy stored in it, no, half CV squared. If the capacitance increases, energy increases. So A seems to be right. Then C, its capacitance increases. So A, C are right. So A, C are right. So option 4. So question number 40. Question number 40, I'll go for option 4. Question number 41, a force defined as something acts on a particle, the factor which is dimensionless if alpha and beta are constants. So if alpha and beta are constants, then alpha has the dimensions of time square, inverse time squared. Sorry, not inverse time squared. You have mlt power minus 2 is equal to alpha into t squared plus beta into t. So alpha has the dimensions of ml, beta has the dimensions of ml t power minus 3. So now when we look at this, alpha has the dimensions of t power minus 4. So now when we look at this, which of them will work out? So I have different combinations of alpha and beta. It won't work out. So it has to be alpha by beta. So if it is alpha by beta, then I'll go for option 4. So if I go by alpha by beta, so it will become ml t power minus 3. So that will make it t power minus 1 into t. So it should be option 4. So question number 41, it is option 4. Then let's quickly go to question number 45. Okay, there seems to be a discussion. Question number, okay. 42 seems to be, answer seems to be option 4. Question number 42, answer is 4. Question number 45, a small telescope has an objective focal length 140, eyepiece focal length 5. Magnifying power, FO by FE. FO by FE is 140 by 5. 140 by 5 is like 28. Okay, so that is question number 43. Then let's quickly go to 44. Iron bar length L, magnetic moment M is bent at the middle of its length such that the two arms make an angle 60 degrees. So it is making an angle of 60 degrees with each other, the magnetic moment of the new wire. Magnetic moment, basically magnetic moment is a vector quantity. If initially it has M, now there are two vectors of M by 2, and they are inclined at 60 degrees. So if they are inclined at 60 degrees, then I can say that M is equal to, or the vector is equal to square root of M squared by 2. So it will become M squared by 4 into 2 plus, A is equal to root over of A1 squared plus A2 squared plus 2 times A1 A2 cos phi. So plus 2 times M squared by 4 into cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2, cancel. So it is root 3 times M by 2. So that should be the answer. Okay, so now I think chemistry sir is ready. So we can just listen to a little bit of the chemistry scores. Okay, chemistry answers.
Good evening, students. Now we will start chemistry. It starts from question number 51 to 60. Okay. Now the question number first 51 question number. Match list first with list second. Okay. So in list first, A part is there. 1 mole of H2O to O2. 1 mole of H2O to O. So if we will check, we have to decompose water to oxygen. Okay. So when we will decompose water to oxygen, we need 2 moles of water. So 2 water molecules will give us 2 times H2 plus O2. Okay. So if we will check oxidation state of oxygen in water, there is -2. Okay. So if we will check oxidation state of oxygen in O2, there is 0. So it means for one oxygen atom, 2 electrons change. 2 electrons lost. We will write this reaction H2O gives H2O2. In H2O, oxygen is minus oxidation state. To O2, oxygen is 0 oxidation state. So for one oxygen, 2 electrons change in here. But we have taken 2 water molecules to produce 1 molecule of oxygen. So 2 water molecules means 2 oxygens we have taken, means 4 electrons. In 2 water molecules means 2 moles of water, 4 electrons change. 1 mole of water, 2 electrons change. 2 mole electron change means 2 Faraday charge. Okay, so A part is matching with their list second option. Okay, now 1 mole of MnO4 negative to Mn2 positive. If we will check oxidation state of manganese in MnO4 negative, its oxidation state is +7, and it has changed to +2, means 5 electrons change, 5 mole electrons. 1 mole electron means 1 Faraday, 5 mole electron means 5 Faraday. Means B part is matching with column second, fourth part. Okay, now C part, 1.5 mole of calcium from molten CaCl. If we will check oxidation state of calcium in CaCl2, it is +2. It is changing from +2 to 0 because calcium without any charge has 0 charge. Okay, so for 1 mole of calcium, 2 electrons change. For 1.5 mole of electron, 3 electrons change. It means 3 mole electrons. 3 mole electron means 3 Faraday. So C part is matching with first part, column second. Okay. Now if we will check D part, 1 mole of FeO to Fe2O3. So what we have to do, we have to check oxidation state of iron in FeO, that is +2. And we will check oxidation state in Fe2O3, that is +3. Means for 1 mole of FeO, +2 to +3 oxidation state change means 1 electron. 1 mole electron means 1 Faraday. So if we will choose the correct answer there given below, A is matching with second, B is matching with the fourth, C is matching with the first, and D is matching with the third. So its correct option is third option. Okay. Now, question number 52. Question number 52 is, which reaction is not a redox reaction? First is H2 plus Cl2 gives 2 times HCl. How to check whether a reaction is a redox reaction or not? So the concept is there, we have to check their oxidation states. If oxidation states got changed from reactant to product, we can say the reaction is redox reaction. So in first part, H2 plus Cl2 gives 2 times HCl. H2 oxidation state is 0. Cl2 oxidation state is also 0. But in HCl, the oxidation state of hydrogen is +1 and chlorine is -1. It means hydrogen's oxidation state changed from 0 to +1, means oxidation. And chlorine's oxidation state changes from 0 to -1, means reduction. So this is redox reaction. Its second part, if we will check BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus 2 times NaCl. So in BaCl2, the oxidation state charge of Ba is +2, chlorine is -1, sodium charge is +1, and sulfate is -2. Check the product side charge of barium, same +2, sulfate is -2, sodium +1, chlorine -1. So it means no any oxidation state changed from reactant to product. It means this is not a redox reaction. Now third option we will check, zinc plus CuSO4 gives zinc sulfate plus copper. So zinc charge on reactant side is 0, and in copper sulfate, copper charge is +2, sulfate charge is -2. If we will check on product side, zinc is +2, sulfate -2, copper 0. It means zinc's oxidation state changed from 0 to +2, means oxidation. So we can say this is redox reaction. Last, if we will check, last is also redox reaction. So the correct answer for this is second. BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 gives BaSO4 plus 2 times NaCl. So this is correct answer for this. This reaction is not redox reaction. Okay. Now question number 53. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding is present in. First of all, you should know what is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Inter and intra, these are two different terms. Inter means between the molecules, and intra means within a molecule. Means hydrogen bonding is present in the same molecule. Only one molecule is there, there is hydrogen bonding. So if we will check the first option, OH and NO2 group is present here. So NO2 and OH, they are, this OHs or NO2, we can say this is at meta position of OH. So they are far away from each other. There will be no any hydrogen bonding between OH's hydrogen and NO2's oxygen. Second, we will check HF. There will not be any hydrogen bonding, intramolecular. Now, if we will check third one, this is orthonitrophenol. In orthonitrophenol, there is hydrogen bonding between OH group's hydrogen and NO2 group's oxygen. That hydrogen bonding is known as intramolecular. If we will check fourth option, it is para-nitrophenol. So there is also not intramolecular hydrogen bonding. There will be intermolecular. So the correct answer for this is third option. In third option, there is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay. Now question number 54. Failing solution A is aqueous copper sulfate solution, which is blue color. So it is correct answer is third option. Now question number 55. Question number 55 is from stoichiometry. This is 1 gram of sodium hydroxide was treated with 25 milliliter of 0.75 molar HCl solution. The mass of sodium hydroxide left unreacted is equal. So this is neutralization reaction. Sodium hydroxide reacted with hydrochloric acid HCl. It will give us NaCl and will form water. So this is neutralization reaction. What we have to do, first we have to check 1 gram of, we have to write this reaction. So reaction will be NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus H2O. So we should balance this. If we will check it is whether it is balanced or not. So one sodium is on reactant side, one sodium is on product side. One Cl is on reactant side, one Cl is on product side. Okay. OH is there and hydrogen is there, means water molecule. They are also one water molecule. Means this reaction is already balanced. NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus H2O. Now, according to balanced equation, 1 mole of sodium hydroxide is reacting with 1 mole of HCl. Okay, but in question, its amount is not given in moles. Sodium hydroxide amount is given in grams. Okay, and the HCl volume is given, HCl solution volume, and also it is molarity is given. So we will convert first 1 gram of sodium hydroxide. 1 gram of sodium hydroxide when we will convert into moles. So mass divided by molar mass. 1 gram divided by 40. 40 is molar mass of sodium hydroxide. So we will get 0.025 moles. 0.025 moles of sodium hydroxide given in the question. Okay. And now we will convert HCl into moles. Molarity is given, volume is given. So what is the formula for molarity? Molarity is equal to number of moles by volume of solution into 1000. 1000 we are multiplying when volume of solution will be given in milliliters. Okay. So when we will solve this number of moles, we will calculate molarity is given, volume is given. We will get there. This HCl moles 0.02. 0.02 moles of HCl, 0.025 moles of sodium hydroxide are given in the question. But according to balanced equation, 1 mole of sodium hydroxide is reacting with 1 mole of HCl. If in a question given is 0.02 mole of HCl, there should be 0.02 mole of sodium hydroxide. But we have 0.025 moles of sodium hydroxide. It means if we will check how much sodium hydroxide is unreacted. So out of 0.025 moles, 0.02 moles will react and 0.005 moles will be unreacted. So if we will convert this 0.005 moles into mass, so what we are getting? We are getting 0.24 we are getting. Grams. Convert this 0.24 into milligrams. 1 gram is equal to 10 power 3 milligram. When you will multiply this, you will get 250 milligrams. So correct answer is fourth option. Okay. Now if we will check question number 55. Match list first with list second. So in list first, compounds are given. NH3 is given, BRF3 is given, XCF4 is given, SF6 is given. And in list second, their geometry shapes are given. First is given trigonal pyramidal, second is given square planar, third is given octahedral, fourth is given square pyramidal. Now first we will check NH3. NH3 hybridization is sp3. Okay, so sp3 hybridization is there. It means its geometry is tetrahedral. But if we will check its shape, it has one lone pair. It has 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair. So its shape will not be regular tetrahedral. Its shape will be trigonal pyramidal. So NH3 is matching with list second first option. Okay. Now if we will check BRF5. BRF5 hybridization is, if we will check 7 plus 5, 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. So hybridization is sp3d2. sp3d2 hybridization. If we will check how many bond pairs are there, bond pairs are 5. How many lone pairs are there? So in this molecule, there are 2 lone pairs. Okay. So when hybridization will be sp3d2, okay, and bond pairs will be 5, lone pairs will be 2. Then what will be the geometry? Geometry is octahedral, and its shape will be square planar. Okay. BRF5, 7 plus 5, 10. So 2 lone pairs, square planar will be its shape. Okay. Now third one, XEF4. XEF4, if we will check XEF4. XEF4, its hybridization is 8 plus 4, 12, 12 divided by 2, that is 6, that is sp3d2 hybridization. Means it is, BRF5, its lone pair is 1. So its shape is square pyramidal, square pyramidal. Now C option, XEF4. XEF4 hybridization is sp3d2 and lone pairs are 2. So it is geometry is octahedral, shape will be square planar. So for XEF4, shape is square planar. For BRF5, shape is square pyramidal. Now we will check SF6. SF6, 6 plus 6 by 2. This is 12 by 2 equal to 6. Hybridization is sp3d2. If we will check bond pairs, electron pair 6. Bond pairs also 6. So lone pair 0. Its geometry will be octahedral and its shape will be also regular octahedral. So we choose the correct answer from the options given below. Which option? First is matching with first, A first. Second, BRF5 is matching with fourth option, B4. And XEF4 is matching with square planar, second. So C second. And D, SF6 is matching with third, D third. So its correct answer is third option. Okay, A first, B4, C second, D third. Now, next is the E0 value for the Mn3 positive / Mn2 positive couple is more positive than that of Cr3 positive / Cr2 positive or Fe3 positive / Fe2 positive due to change of. If we will check E0 value, this is actually electrode potential in terms of reduction. So reduction potential is given. Means Mn plus 3 is getting converted into Mn2 positive, means reduction is happening here. But this E0 value, question is telling here E0 value is more positive. For what? For Mn3 positive to Mn2 positive. What is the reason? If we will check in Mn3 positive, the electronic configuration for manganese, normal Mn, if we will check its electronic configuration is 4s2 3d5. 4s2 3d5. But it has a +3 oxidation state, means 3 electrons lost. So it will lose 2 electrons from S and 1 electron from D. So its configuration will remain 3d4. Now it gets converted to Mn2 plus. In Mn2 plus, its configuration is D5, means stable configuration. So why its reduction potential is more positive? Because it is getting converted from unstable configuration to stable configuration, means from D4 to D5 configuration. So correct answer is 1 for this. Now, question number 58, match list first with list second. So in list first, thermodynamic processes are given, and in list second, their conditions are given. Isothermal process. Iso means same, constant, thermal means temperature. So in isothermal process, temperature is constant. Okay, delta T is equal to 0. Means which option from list second is matching with this? It is matching with second part carried out at constant temperature. Adiabatic process means when heat change will not be there, so no heat exchange. Okay, so it is matching with the list second first condition. So we have to check correct answer from the answers given below. So which option is there? A is first, A is second, B is third, C isobaric is fourth, and D is first. A second, B third, C fourth. So it means D first. That is second answer. Second answer is correct answer for this. Next is activation energy of any chemical reaction can be calculated if one knows the value of orientation of reactant molecules during collision, rate constant at two different temperatures, rate constant at standard temperature, probability of collision. So its correct answer is because the rate constant activation energy has relation with rate constant K in Arrhenius equation. So according to Arrhenius equation, ln of K is equal to ln of A minus EA by RT. If we knows the two rate constant at different temperatures, then it will be ln of K2 by K1 is equal to EA divided by R into 1 by T2 minus 1 divided by T2. So if we know the rate constant values at two different temperatures, we can easily calculate the activation energy. So its answer is second answer, rate constant at two different temperatures. Now question number 60. A compound with a molecular formula C6H40 has two tertiary carbons. Its IUPAC name is C6H40. It has two tertiary carbons, means 2 3-degree carbons. So main chain, the parent chain will be of 4 carbons. Okay, and there will be 2 methyl groups as substituents. At which carbon? Second carbon and third carbon. So it means its IUPAC name will be 2,3 dimethyl butane. Okay, now biology sir is waiting. He will solve the question.
Yes, students, we'll continue from question number 126 in bio. So look at this question number 126.
Next day.
Yeah. So one question number 126. What is the fate of a piece of DNA carrying the gene of interest which is transferred into an alien organism, right? So here you can see the piece of DNA would be able to multiply itself independently in the progeny cells in the organism. So actually any piece of DNA cannot multiply on its own. We need like ORI site to be present, only then it can self-replicate. So statement A is incorrect, okay? It may get integrated into the genome of the recipient, right? It may multiply and be inherited along with the host DNA, right? The alien piece of DNA is not an integrated part of chromosome. It is incorrect because it is an integrated part of chromosome. And it shows ability to replicate. Only if it is having ORI site, it will show the ability to replicate, okay? So we have to find out the right statements here. So the correct answer for question number 126 is option 1, where B and C are the right statement. A, D and E are incorrect. Okay. Question number 127. Auxin is used by gardeners to prepare weed-free lawns, but no damage is caused to grass as auxin is because. See, while studying about auxin, we have studied one point like there is one synthetic auxin called 2,4-D, 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, so which will kill only the dicot weeds and it will not affect the mature monocot plants. So here the grass is a monocot, right? So hence auxin, even after the application of auxin, it is not going to cause the damage. Hence for question number 127, option 1 is the right answer. Okay. Then question number 128, the cofactor of the enzyme carboxypeptidase. I think we have got many questions from biomolecules. So this is also from biomolecule chapter. So for carboxypeptidase is actually the enzyme which is used as a digestive enzyme. It is like a peptic lytic enzyme, right? And the cofactor which is present in this carboxypeptidase is zinc. It's just a direct question for question number 128, option 3. Question number 129. The lactose present in the growth medium of bacteria is transported to the cell by the action of. See, in our lacopron, we have 3 genes ZYA. Z codes for beta-galactosidase, Y codes for beta-permease, and A codes for transacetylase, right? Here, the question is, how does lactose enters the bacterial cell? So for lactose, you know, it is a disaccharide. To enter into the bacterial cell, the permeability has to be increased. Hence, It is your Y gene which is going to help in this process. Y gene codes for the enzyme called beta permease. So question number 129, option 1, permease is the answer. Okay. Then question number 130, which one of the following can be explained on the basis of Mendel's law of dominance? We have to see the statement that is explaining the law of dominance given by Richard Johann Mendel. Okay. See, statement A, out of one pair of factor, one is dominant and other is recessive. The statement is right. Alleles do not show any expression, but both the characters appear as such in F2 generation. So this is wrong. Alleles show expression, yes, and in F2, like both the characters appear, but the first statement what they have given is incorrect. Okay. Then statement C, factors occur in pair in normal diploid plants. Yeah, in all diploid organisms, factors occur in pair. D, the discrete unit controlling a particular character is called as factor, right? The expression of only one of the parental character is found in a monohybrid cross. That is also right. So statement A, C, D, E. These 4 statements are correct. B is incorrect. Hence, we can go for the answer option 4. Okay. Then question number 131, given below 2 statements. See, this question, I think like statement 1, you would have got some confusion. Why? Because they have given a particular gene. Statement 1, they have given Bt toxins are insect group specific. Of course, it is right. And coded by a gene, Cry1AC. Actually, this Cry1AC, I think like there is some discrepancy in this question. I'm not sure whether this the answer what we guess is right, because 3 genes they have given in your NCERT book. Yes. So Cry1AB, Cry2AB and Cry1AC, these 3 genes have been mentioned in your NCERT. But here in this statement, they have given Bt toxins are coded by a gene. They represented it is only one gene, Cry1AC, and also that is not given the word only. So we can take the statement 1 as correct and also incorrect, but based on our analysis, we have confirmed that statement 1 is true. Okay, and statement 2, Bt toxin exists as inactive protoxin in Bacillus thuringiensis. Right. However, after ingestion by the insect, the inactive protoxin gets converted into active form. Due to acidic medium is wrong. Actually, in insect's gut, it will be alkaline pH and not acidic pH. Okay. So it should be alkaline. So statement 2 is incorrect. Okay. So to our analysis, we are going for the answer option 1 for this question number 131. Okay. So 132. See, students, in question number 131, if we consider that Cry1AC gene is the right gene, but it is not the only gene, in that case, statement 1 may become false. So we have to wait for the NTA key. Let's check what is the NTA key later. Okay. So question number 132, given below are 2 statements. Statement 1, parenchyma is living, but collenchyma is dead. Actually, collenchyma is also living. So statement 1 is incorrect. Second statement number 2, gymnosperms lack xylem vessels, but presence of xylem vessel is a characteristic feature of angiosperm. The statement 2 is right. Okay. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2 is right. Hence, we are going for option number 2. Option 2. Statement 1 is false, but statement 2 is true. Question number 133. Given below are 2 statements. Statement 1, chromosomes become gradually visible under light microscope during leptotein stage. Here, statement 1 is right. Statement 2, the beginning of diplotein is recognized by dissolution of synaptonemal complex, which is also true. Both the statements are true, and we can go for option 3. Match, nucleolus. So this, I think this is like very easy. Nucleolus, it is your site for active ribosomal RNA synthesis. Centriole, organization like cartwheel. Leucoplast, for storing nutrients. Golgi apparatus, it is your site for the formation of glycoprotein and glycolipid. So answer is question number 134. It is option 3. List of endangered species was released by. I think many of you would have confused with option 2 and 3 because just by seeing GEAC, which is the frequent abbreviated form we are studying in our NCERT, right? So, but actually the right answer is IUCN. IUCN is like the union which is for conservation of nature and natural resources. They are in charge for maintaining this red data book. It is not GEAC. For question number 135, option 2 is the right answer. Then question number 136. Now we are going to botany section B. Let me complete up to question number 150. Okay. The DNA present in the chloroplast. DNA present in chloroplast. See, you have to compare the DNA in chloroplast and your prokaryotic DNA. They will be similar, right? So DNA present in chloroplast will be circular and double-stranded, right? Question number 136, option 4 is the right answer. Then question number 137, which of the following are fused in somatic hybridization involving two varieties of plants? Actually, the protoplasmic fusion will occur, right? So for question number 137, option 1 is the answer. And you can simply eliminate all other three options. Pollen, totally unrelated. Callus is not related. Somatic embryo. So it is answer is option 1. Question number 138, identify the correct description about the given figure. So for this question, see, it is actually a wind pollinated plant which is given in your NCERT book. So option 3 is the right answer. Wind pollinated plant, inflorescence showing flowers with well exposed stamens. Okay. Then question number 139, spraying sugarcane crop with which of the following plant growth regulator increases the length of the stem and thus increasing the yield? It's a direct question from your NCERT book. Answer is option 4, gibberellin. Okay. Then question number 140, math. We have to match the scientist name with your discovery. Okay. So Frederick Griffith, it is the transformation experiment that was carried out in Streptococcus pneumonia bacteria. Then Jacob and Monod, they discovered the lacopron. Then Hargobind Khurana, genetic code. Messelson and Stahl, they proved the semi-conservative mode of DNA replication. Yes. So question number 140, the right answer is option number 4. Okay. Then question number 141, match list with list 2. See, this is from your biomolecules chapter. GLUT4 that enables glucose transport into cell. Insulin, we know it is a hormone. Trypsin is an enzyme. Collagen is an intercellular ground substance. So question number 141, option 3. Question number 142, in C3 plants, actually this question is also having some confusion, right? So in C3 plants, some oxygen binds with rubisco, hence CO2 fixation is decreased. Yeah. So related to your photorespiration topic, C3 plants, they can undergo photorespiration, whereas photorespiration is completely absent in C4, right? So statement 1 is right. Statement 2, in C4 plants, mesophyll cells show very little photorespiration, while bundle sheath do not show photorespiration. Actually, mesophyll cells and bundle sheath cells together, they can involve in a process, right? So you cannot differentiate. One of the type of cell can involve in photorespiration and the other cannot. Hence, statement 2 is like yes. So question number 142, statement 1 is true, statement 2 is false. It is answer 1. Option 1 is the right answer. Then question number 143. I think most of you would not have attended this question. This is a little tricky. Yes. So it's nothing but from your Krebs cycle, but they have confused a little in the question part. See, identify the step in tricarboxylic acid cycle which does not involve oxidation of substrate. Actually, oxidation is nothing but where dehydrogenation reaction occurs. But they are asking you in which step oxidation or dehydrogenation does not occur. So in your entire Krebs cycle, oxidation occurs 4 times. I'll tell you what are the 4 times, then we can find out which is the right answer. The first step, isocitric acid to alpha ketoglutaric acid. It is there. So option 2 can be eliminated. Second time, alpha ketoglutaric acid to succinyl-CoA. That is not given here. Fine. The third time, succinate to fumarate, that is succinic acid to fumaric acid, where one FADH2 will be synthesized. So that is given as succinic acid to malic acid. So option 4 is also eliminated, where oxidation will occur. Okay. Then the fourth time where oxidation occurs is malic acid to oxaloacetic acid. It is given in option 3. So option 2, option 3, option 4. In all these 3 steps, oxidation occurs. It is option 1 where oxidation of the substrate will not occur. That is succinyl-CoA to succinic acid. For question number 143, option 1 is the right answer. Okay. Then question number 144. You have to just match citric acid cycle where it will occur. Okay. So citric acid cycle, it is going to take place in mitochondrial matrix. If you find out this option, there is only one option for A with a 2. So you don't want to find out the remaining things. Directly we can go for option number 4. Okay. Then question number 145. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the process of replication in E. coli? Okay. So the DNA, E. coli bacteria, they are asking about E. coli bacteria. DNA dependent DNA polymerase catalyzes polymerization both 5' to 3' as well as to 3' to 5'. It is right. See, in prokaryotes, we have DNA polymerase for both direction of polymerization. But in eukaryotes, you have polymerization that can be possible only from 5' to 3' because in eukaryotes, we have only one type of DNA polymerase, right? So, the DNA-dependent DNA polymerase catalyzes polymerization in 5' to 3' direction. It is for only eukaryote and not for prokaryote E. coli bacteria. So, option 2 is incorrect. Option 3, the DNA-dependent DNA polymerase catalyzes polymerization in one direction, which is also incorrect. 4, the DNA-dependent RNA polymerase catalyzes polymerization in one direction, which is again incorrect. So, the right answer for question number 145 is option number 1. Okay. Then, question number 146. Students, like question number 146, we'll discuss at the last. Okay. Then, yes. So, question number 147. Match list 1 with list 2. Rose, S, which is a perigynous flower. Then T, which is marginal placentation. C, cotton, which is twisted estivation. D, mango, which is droop. Okay. So, answer is option 3. Then, question number 148, again match Robert May. So, that's just the discovery and the scientist name. Okay. So, Robert May, we know like he gave this global species diversity and an approximation estimation of about 7 million species in biodiversity, right? Then, Alexander von Humboldt, he gave the species area relationship. Then, Paul Ehrlich, rivet copper hypothesis. David Tillman, long-term ecosystem experiment using outdoor plot. So, answer is for question number 148. Option 4. Then question number 149, match Monoadelphis. It is China rose. Okay. Diadelphis. Yes, Diadelphis is P. Excuse me, students. Students, please wait a minute. Chemistry, sir. Can you please wait a minute, sir? Let me complete up to question number 150. Then you can share your screen because your screen is shared now. Yes, thank you, sir. Yeah. Okay. So we have to continue with question number 149, students. Question number 149. Again, it is match the following. For Monoadelphis, it is China rose. Diadelphis, it is your P. Polyadelphis, citrus. Epiphyllus, you have to go lily. Okay. So the right answer for question number 149 is option 3. So the last question in your botany part. Read the following and choose the set of correct statement in members of Phaeophyceae. Actually, Phaeophyceae is your brown algae, right? So we have to select which is the right statement about Phaeophyceae. First one, asexual reproduction occurs usually by biflagellated zoospores. So asexual reproduction in brown algae, it occurs by biflagellated zoospore, usually occurs by biflagellated zoospore is not incorrect, is not right. Okay. Then B statement, sexual reproduction is by oogamous method only. Actually, it is wrong. Only by oogamous is there in your yeah, students, please wait a minute. I will work out with this question. I'm having little like confusion in this. I'll work out with this question and then I'll get back to you. Chemistry, sir, you can start. You can start discussing the answers.
Glucose does not react.
Hello? 1 second, sir. Hello?
Yeah, students, so here is the physics answer key, the full complete answer key. So I hope you can just have a look at it, and then again, yes, so please have a look at it. The first question we are not able to do. Similarly, question number 44. 44, basically there is a magnet which is bent at the middle with an angle of 60. So there are two vectors which are inclined at 60 degrees to each other. So two vectors inclined at 60 degrees to each other. We are not able to find the resultant. Actually, the options are not matching. I've tried with both plus 60 and minus 60. Yeah, so the rest of them seem to be fine. We seem to be around 5 to 6 questions which are difficult. The rest of the questions I think are moderate to easy. Good number of them are easy.
Okay, students, now we will start from question number 61, chemistry part. So first question is, spin only magnetic momentum is same for which of the following ions? Okay, so the first option is given here, T1 P positive, titanium 3 positive. If we will check, titanium atomic number is 22. Okay, so its configuration is 4s2 3d2. Okay, but it has given in question titanium 3 plus. So titanium 3 plus means it has lost 3 electrons. Its configuration will be 4s0 3d1. So in D substitution there is only one electron. Okay, now second, chromium 2 positive. Normal chromium electronic configuration is 4s2 3d5, but this is chromium 2 positive, means it has 4s1 3d5. It has lost 2 electrons. One it will lost from 4s and one it will lost from 3d. Means in 3d now we have 4 electrons. 4 electrons, unpaired electrons. Okay. After that we have C option Mn2 positive. Manganese normal oxidation state is 4s2 3d5, but it is manganese 2 positive, means 3d5 configuration. It has 5 unpaired electrons in D substitution. Next is iron 2 positive, Fe2 positive. Normal oxidation state is 4s2 3d6, but it is 2 positive, means 3d6 configuration. So in D we will check here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons. So there are also 4 unpaired electrons. We have scandium 3 positive. Scandium atomic number is 21, 4s2 3d1 configuration. So it is 3 positive, means 4s0 3d0, no any electron. The question is asking us, spin-only magnetic momentum is same for which of the following ions? So spin-only magnetic momentum will be same for those ions having same number of unpaired electrons. If we will check, chromium having 4 unpaired electron and iron 2 positive having 4 unpaired electron, it means they are having same unpaired electrons, means their spin-only magnetic momentum will be same. So answer is chromium is B and iron is D. B and D means third option. Third option is correct answer for this. Okay. Now question number 62. Arrange the following elements in increasing order of electronegativity. If we will go along a period, electronegativity increases. If we will go down the group, electronegativity decreases. Means we have fluorine, which is having highest electronegativity. After fluorine, second is oxygen. Then after oxygen, there is nitrogen. After nitrogen, there is carbon. After carbon, there is silicon. Means silicon is having least electronegativity. Okay, and fluorine is having highest electronegativity. So order will come silicon less than carbon, less than oxygen, less than nitrogen, less than fluorine, means fourth option. Okay. Now next is, which one of the following alcohols react instantaneously with Lucas reagent? Okay. So with Lucas reagent means this is actually the preparation of alkyl halides. If you remember this, so from 2 degree and 3 degree alcohols will show immediate turbidity with Lucas reagent. 1 degree will not show. So it means the correct answer is 3 degree alcohol. Which is 3 degree alcohol? Second is 3 degree alcohol. It will react instantaneously with Lucas reagent. It will give turbidity immediately when it will react with Lucas reagent. Answer is second answer. Second option. Okay. Now next is question number 64. Given below are 2 statements. Statement first. Both CONH3 6 times 3 positive and COF6 3 negative complexes are octahedral but differ in their magnetic behavior. Statement first is given like this, and statement second, CONH3 6 times 3 positive is diamagnetic, whereas COF6 3 negative is paramagnetic. So in the light of the above statements, choose the correct answer for the options given below. We have to check. First we will check whether statement first is correct or not. So CONH3 6 times, if we will write the electronic configuration of CO atomic number is 27. So 4s2 3d7. Okay. 4s2 3d7. If we will check 4s2 3d7, in CONH3 6 3 positive complex, its oxidation state is 3 plus, means it lost 2 electrons from S and 1 electron from D, means it has now electrons, 6 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons. Okay, now we will check COF6 3 negative. Its oxidation state also plus 3, means it has also 3D6 configuration. Means d orbitals will have 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. But if we will check COF6 negative, fluorine is weak field ligand. If we will check CONH3 6, NH3 is strong field ligand. So it means CONH3 6 positive complex pairing will happen. Means these unpaired electrons will get paired. So there is no any unpaired electron after pairing. Means this is diamagnetic. And COF6 there are 4 unpaired electrons, means this is paramagnetic. So it means statement first both are octahedral because they are having sp_d2 sp3 hybridization sp3d2, means both are octahedral, and CONH3 is diamagnetic, COF6 negative is paramagnetic. So correct answer is option third. Both statement first and statement second are true. Okay. Now question number 65. Given below are two statements. Statement first, the boiling point of hydrides of group 16 elements show the odd H2O greater than H2TE greater than H2SE greater than H2S. Okay. Now statement second, on the basis of molecular mass, H2O is expected to have lower boiling point than the other members of the group, but due to the presence of extensive hydrogen bonding in water, it has higher boiling point. Yeah, that is correct. If we will go hydrides of group 16 down the group, boiling point increases because molar mass increases. But there is exception. Water should have least boiling point, but it has highest boiling point because of hydrogen bonding. Because of hydrogen bonding. Means 65 answer is third option. Both statement first and statement second both are correct. Okay. Now question number 66. Match list first with list second. ML, it will give us orientation of orbital. MS, orientation of spin of electron. L will give us shape of orbital, N will give us size of orbital. So its correct answer is A third, okay, B fourth, C first, D second. So correct answer is fourth option. Okay, now question number 67. Match list first with list second. List first compounds are given, list second reagents are given. So if we will check first part, first. So there this is ozonolysis. Ozonolysis reaction is there, ozonolysis, but reductive ozonolysis. So O3 in presence of ZnH2. So it is correct option matching there 4, A 4. And B, if we will check, that is Friedel-Crafts alkylation. So first option is there. Alcohol getting converted into ketone. That is, but this is 2 degree alcohol. 2 degree alcohol will get converted into ketone in presence of CrO3. Okay. Now, D option is CH3, CH2, C6H5, CH2, CH3 getting converted into C6H5 COOK. This is the reaction of preparation of carboxylic acids. Okay. So it is D option, match option is in second column, third option. So it is correct answer is A fourth, B first, C second, and D third. So first option is correct answer for this. Okay. Now question number 68. Identify the correct reagent that would bring about the following transformation. Alkene is given. Alkene is getting converted into aldehyde. So how to convert alkene into aldehyde? First we will convert alkene into alcohol. Okay. Then we will convert into aldehyde. So 1 degree alcohols are getting converted into aldehydes. 2 degree alcohols will get converted into ketones. So the alcohol which is formed from this alkene is 1 degree alcohol. So which reagent is suitable there? BH3. BH3 hydroboration oxidation of alkenes. Okay, this is anti-Markovnikov rule. Anti-Markovnikov rule means 1 degree alcohol will form. 1 degree alcohol will form. Then second reagent is there PCC. BH3 in presence of H2O2 OH negative. Then PCC pyridinium. This PCC reagent will convert 1 degree alcohol into aldehyde and 2 degree alcohol into ketone. So correct answer is for this fourth option. BH3 H2O2 / OH negative and PCC. If we will check first option, that is alkaline KMnO4. 1 degree alcohol will form, but that will get converted into carboxylic acid. because this is strong oxidizing agent, KMnO4. Second, if we will check H2O2, this is acid hydrolysis. Acid hydrolysis of alkenes will give product through Marconi Auswald, means 2-degree alcohol form. That is also not correct. Third also not correct. Fourth one is correct answer. Now 69. 69 is the reagent with which glucose do not react to give the corresponding test products are. Skips reagent. This question is from biomolecule. Skips reagent and NaHSO3. NaHSO3, sodium hydrogen sulfide. Okay. Now it is correct answer is B and C. Choose the correct options from the given below. B and C is correct. The third option. Now question number 70. Match list first with list second. So first ethane. In ethane, if we will check, there are one sigma bond and there is sigma bond between carbon and carbon. In ethene, there is one sigma bond and one pi bond. One sigma bond and one pi bond. So first A will match with third option and B, ethene will match with fourth. Then second is carbon molecule. Carbon molecule C2. Ethine, if we will check, there is one sigma bond, two pi bonds. So D will match with first. Now there remained C will match with second, two pi bonds. So answer is A third, B fourth, C second, and D first. Okay, so A option is correct. Now biology sir will take.
Hello students, we'll be now discussing the biology questions from 151 to 175. So let us start with question number 151. Okay, so this is the starting of the zoology section. So you have this match the following first question. We know that typhoid is a bacterial organism caused disease. So A has to be 4. Based on that option, we have only one option, which is fourth option. So A4, B3, C1, D2. So just by knowing this typhoid is caused by bacteria, you will be able to short down this particular answer. The next match the following. Here you have this non-medicated IUD. We should know that the answer for that is liquid fluid. So A3. So if you look at the options here, you are able to see that A3 is in two options. So comparing these two things, both B1 is the same. So you have to determine whether C is 4 or 2. The hormone releasing IUD is LNG20. So the answer should be 2, which is A3, B1, C4 and D. So that would be the correct option. So looking at this 153rd question, the presence or absence of hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity. That is true. Hymen, whether it is present or not, it is no way connected with the virginity. The hymen is torn during the first coitus is a wrong statement. It could be like torn during heavy exercises, cycling kind of activities. Those kind of activities can also tear it. So statement 2 is wrong, statement 1 is correct. So statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false is in option 1. So the option is 153, it is 1. So in both the sexes of cockroach, a pair of jointed filamentous structure called as anal cerci is present on the 10th segment. It's a very factual question which is in NCERT. So the answer for this is 154 is 4. So now coming to this question was somewhat challenging for many of you, maybe. So here there are options which are giving the parts of brain and the functions here. So looking at this option, if you are able to see 155th question, you are able to see that pons is given here. So here out of these things, the easiest one to start with is D. So the D, cerebellum, is some structure which will regulate the posture and balance usually. The moment you know that cerebellum is something which regulates the posture, you should be able to narrow down the option because it is A3, B4, C2 and D1. So now let us try to understand the other options as well. Medulla is a part which will be connecting with the connected with the involuntary actions. So respiration and gastric secretions are involuntary actions. So this is matching. And again, B, hypothalamus is a neurosecretory cells. So that is like again correct. And pons is something which will connect to the different regions of the brain. So the answer here would be fourth option. 156th question, which of the following is not a steroid hormone? You can just understand the stero should be helping you. Cortisol is also a steroid hormone. Glucagon is not a steroid hormone. So it is the right answer. The answer for 156 is 2. So now looking at the question number 157. So here the question is slightly tricky. They are saying what is the product of the DNA-dependent RNA polymerase? So the strand which has to be formed will be an RNA strand. By the complementarity rule, T should be complemented with A. So looking at the option 157, the third option works out to be perfectly correct. You can work it out. T will be complemented with A will be complemented with U, C will be complemented with G, A will be complemented with U. If you go on like that, the answer should be 3 here for 157th question. So 158th question, they have given you 3 different diagrams. You are able to see that the A is a skeletal muscle, B is a smooth muscle, and C is a cardiac muscle. Out of these options, if you are looking at it, C is a cardiac muscle which is present in heart. You see all the options, only these 2 options are having cardiac and heart. So which means you can eliminate the other options. The first option can be eliminated. Then you look at it, skeletal muscle, B is not a skeletal muscle, so you can eliminate those options. So the answer D or the fourth option, skeletal muscle triceps is correct. A is a skeletal muscle and tricep is also a skeletal muscle. B is a smooth muscle. The muscles of the stomach is smooth. And C is cardiac muscle, which is present in heart. The option would be the fourth one. And looking at the stages of the cell division, you should know that gap 1 should be followed by synthesis phase. Synthesis should be followed by gap 2 phase. And karyokinesis precedes cytokinesis. The correct order is ECADP. The student who has attempted this question is correct. He or she has answered it correct. So the option is 2. So the next one, 160th question. Which of the following is an autoimmune disorder? Myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune disorder. Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disorder. Similarly, systemic lupus, this option SLE, is also an autoimmune disorder. Gout and muscular dystrophy, as mentioned here, muscular dystrophy is a genetic disorder. So ultimately, the answer would be A, B, and E. So the answer is 160, it's 4. Now coming to 161st question. Lipase is an enzyme which will break the lipids. So in lipids, you have ester bonds. Ester bonds are broken by the help of lipase. Similarly, protease is an enzyme which breaks protein. So again, the match here, peptide bonds are broken down by protease. Nuclease is an enzyme which will break DNA, which is joined together by phosphodiester bond. Amylase will break the glycosidic bond. So the correct option is A should be matched with 2, B should be matched with 4, C should be matched with 1, and D should be matched with 2. D should be matched with 3. So the answer should be first option. So 162nd question. The flippers of penguin and dolphin are examples of they are example of convergent evolution because you are able to see that they are analogous organs. These 2 are analogous organs. Analogous organs indicate convergent evolution because they are organs of different kind of nature which is moving towards the same function. So that is analogous organs, and convergent evolution should be the correct answer. So 163rd question. If you are looking at it, expiratory capacity is basically tidal volume with the expiratory ERV. So A should be 2. A should be 2. So if you look at the options 2 and 4 can be eliminated. Now you have to look at whether B is 1 or 4. B is the functional residual capacity. Functional residual capacity is basically your ERV and RV. So if you know these two things, you should be able to determine the answer. The answer is A2, B4, C1 and D3. Over to the 164th question. Which of the following factors will not affect the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium? Genetic migration will affect, genetic recombination will affect, and genetic drift will affect. But if you have a constant gene pool, it will not affect the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So this is not one of the factors which will affect it. So 164, the answer is 2. So coming to this particular question 165, the option here is what are the correct sequences? So if you look at it, the answer should be A, D, C and B. So you should know that sapiens are the last in the evolutionary order. So the answer can either be only 2 or 3. But you can eliminate option 1 and 4 easily. So while looking at it, whether it is, if you look at the order given in that particular book, Homo habilis happens to be the earlier species. So it is A, followed by D, which is followed by C, and then followed by B. So the answer is 165th question. It should be second option is the correct. Next, what are the pathway in which the action potential will go? You should know that SA node originates the signal. The neural signals are originated in the SA node. SA node transmits it to the AV node, and AV node will try to pass it on to the bundle, and the bundle will branch, and finally Purkinje fibers are those fibers which are present on the walls of the ventricle. So the correct order should be SA node, followed by AV node in the C, then AV bundle, followed by bundle branches, and finally Purkinje fibers. So if you know that Purkinje fibers are present in the walls of the ventricle and they are the final place, you should be able to get the answer easily. The answer is ECA, DB is the correct answer, which is the option 3. So coming to the 167th question, which of the factors are favorable for the formation of oxyhemoglobin in alveoli? For oxygen to bind with hemoglobin molecule, a higher oxygen content is required, which means a high PO2 is expected. So out of these options, only these two options, 3 and 4, have that particular thing. And the second one, third option, if you're seeing it, it is also talking about higher concentration of CO2. So if higher concentration of CO2 is there, then it will be affecting it. So which means the option 3 can be eliminated. The correct answer should be high CO2 and lesser hydrogen concentration, because more the concentration of carbon dioxide, more acidic it would be. Lesser the concentration of carbon dioxide, less acidic it would be. So the correct answer for 167th question is 4. So now moving on to the next question, which is 168. If you are looking at 168, you should be able to see with only one option, you should be able to get it correct. Enzyme replacement therapy, you should know it is ADA deficiency, because this is part of your biotechnology you would have studied. So D with 2 has to be the correct answer. So if you see the options, D with 2 is in only one option, which is A3, B4, C1 and D2, which happens to be the correct thing. You should also know that alpha-1 antitrypsin is like used in the treatment of emphysema. So if you start with that, probably you have two options to eliminate. But if you know that enzyme replacement therapy is ADA deficiency, you'll be able to narrow down in the first row itself. The answer for the correct answer for this question is option 1. Moving on to the next question. Given below are two statements. So here, if you look at the assertion, FSH acts upon the ovarian follicles in males and Leydig cells in ovarian follicles in female and Leydig cells in male, they are saying. So this assertion itself is wrong, because FSH does not act on Leydig cells, but it acts on Sertoli cells. So Leydig cells, the ICSH will act on Leydig cells. So assertion is false. The moment you know that assertion is false, you have only one option here. You can eliminate option 1, you can eliminate option 3, and you can eliminate option 4. Only option 2 is correct, which is assertion is false, but reason is true. So if you know this one particular point, you should be able to get it correctly. So then moving on to 170th question. The following diagram shows the restriction sites of a vector PBR 322. If you look at it here, whatever is marked as X is the RE site as mentioned here. Whatever is marked as Y is the ROP site. You should know that the gene in the origin site is responsible for controlling the copy number, so which is correct. And then whatever is there in Y is for the protein involved in the replication of the plasmid. So Y, the ROP sites produce the protein involved in the replication of plasmids. So the option 4 is correct for 170. So moving on to 171, cocaine, you should know that it is erythroxylum coca. So A should be 3. If you look at A with 3 option, you have only the second option which is there, B4. B4, heroin is taken from Papaver somniferum, and again morphine is a effective sedative against surgery. Again marijuana is cannabis sativa. So the correct answer is A with 3, which is option 2. 171, the correct answer is second one. And then coming on to the 172nd question, if you're looking at the options here, annelids are true coelomates. Yes, it is a correct statement. Poriferans do not have coelomes, so which means the answer is wrong. I mean, that statement is wrong. Ashelminthes are acoelomate is wrong. It is actually a coelomate. Again, like platyhelminthes are pseudocoelomates is also wrong. So the correct answer for this particular question is A only is correct. Choose the correct answer. It is only A. So now moving on to the next question. In the nephron, the descending limb of loop of Henle is impermeable to water, you are saying. So descending limb is the one which comes down, and the ascending limb is the one which goes up. So if you're talking about 173, the first statement happens to be a wrong statement because the descending limb is permeable to water and the ascending limb is impermeable to water. So which means statement 1 is wrong. And again, looking at statement 2, the proximal convoluted tubule is lined by simple columnar brush border epithelium and increases the surface area for reabsorption. This statement is also wrong because it is not simple columnar, but it is cuboidal cells, which will make it. So basically, that point makes it wrong. So both statement 1 and 2 are false. So 173, the option is 4. Both statement 1 and 2 are false. Moving on to the 174th question, you should know that fibrous joints are there in skull and they don't allow any movement. And then again, cartilaginous joint. So A with 3, you look at the option, you have only one option which is correct. So the moment you know that A is with 3, you should be able to narrow down the answer. So B is 1. Adjacent vertebrae are joined by cartilaginous joints. Hinge joint is there in the one which is there in the knee, which will allow movement only in a restricted way. And ball and socket joint is present between the humerus and the pectoral girdle. Your arm rotation is basically dependent on your ball and socket joint. So the answer here is second option is correct. And then the last question before I leave, which of the following is not a natural or traditional contraceptive method? You should know that lactational amenorrhea, coitus interruptus, and periodic abstinence are all natural methods. Walt happens to be not a natural or traditional contraceptive method, but it is a barrier. Okay, so with this thing, we'll stop here. Over to chemistry sir. Chemistry sir will be discussing a few questions, and I'll come and discuss the questions from 176 to 200.
Okay. Student, this is chemistry part now. Question number 71. Among group 16 elements, which one does not show -2 oxidation state? That is simply oxygen, selenium, tellurium, polonium. That is answer polonium. Down the group -2 oxidation state decrease. Why? Because metallic character increases. Okay. Now question number 72. For the reaction to A gives B plus C. Kc value is given, equilibrium constant value is given here. Okay, that is 4 into 10 power -3, at a given time, the composition of reaction mixture is A equal to B equal to C is equal to 2 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 mole. So first we will calculate reaction coefficient QC. So QC is actually like rate constant, but we will rate constant, this equilibrium constant we are taking at equilibrium condition, reaction coefficient we are taking at any time. Okay, at any time we are taking reaction coefficient Q. So we will calculate this Q. Q is equal to product is B plus C. B is given 2 into 10 power minus 3 and C is also given 2 into 10 power minus 3 divided by A power 2. A is also 2 into 10 power minus 3 power 2. So if we will check Q is equal to 4 into 10 power minus 6 by 4 into 10 power minus 6. This and this cancel, we will get QC is equal to 1. So reaction coefficient is equal to 1. So Kc is given, Kc is equal to 4 into 10 power minus 3. So that is equal to 0.004. Q is equal to 1, QC is equal to 1, Kc is equal to 0.004. If QC is equal to Kc, it means the reaction is at equilibrium. Equilibrium is maintained, attained here when QC is equal to Kc. But what we have, Kc is less than QC, means QC is greater. So Kc we cannot change because this is equilibrium constant, it will remain constant. What we have to change? We have to change QC. So QC is greater than Kc. So we have to decrease this QC. How we will decrease? We have to increase the reactant concentration. So we have to increase reactant concentration. It means reaction has a tendency to go in backward direction. Its correct answer is first option. Okay. Reaction is not at equilibrium. Reaction has gone to completion in forward direction. That is also wrong. Forward direction when Kc will be greater than QC. Okay. Backward direction when Kc will be less than QC. Then forward direction. For this reaction, Kc is coming less than QC. It means reaction will go in backward direction. Correct answer is first answer. Okay. Now, next is question number 73. Which plot of ln K versus 1 by T is consistent with Arrhenius equation? So if you check Arrhenius equation is equal to ln of K. Ln of K is equal to ln of A minus EA divided by RT. This is Arrhenius equation. When we will take this, actually Arrhenius equation K is equal to A E minus EA divided by RT. When we will take this in terms of logarithm, it will become ln of K is equal to ln of A minus EA divided by RT. Now plot the graph between ln K and 1 by T. Ln K is Y is equal to ln of A is C minus this EA by RT, this is MX. Along x-axis we have to take 1 by T and along y-axis we have to take ln of K. So if we will check their relation, so this 1 by T, the slope will come downwards with intercept ln of A. Okay, the slope is here minus EA divided by R. So the correct answer for this is second answer. Second option is correct answer for this. Okay. Now, question number 74. In which of the following equilibria Kp and Kc are not equal? So first we should know the relation between Kp and Kc. Kp is equal to Kc RT power delta Mg. Delta Mg number of gaseous molecules. Change in gaseous molecules from product to reactant or product minus reactant. Okay. Now, if this delta Mg will equal to 1, then Kp will be equal to Kc. Okay. Now we have to check. First reaction, CO, carbon monoxide gas, 1 molecule, plus H2O, water molecule, 1 gives CO2, 1 molecule, H2, 1 molecule. Reactant side 2 molecules, product side 2 molecules. So delta Mg is product molecules minus reactant molecule. That is equal to 0. So delta Mg is 0. Here Kp will be equal to Kc. Now second, 2 times BrCl gives Br2 plus Cl2. In reactant side 2 molecules, in product side 1 molecule Br2, 1 molecule Cl2 means 2 molecules. 2 minus 2 equal to 0. So delta Mg is equal to 0, Kp will be equal to Kc. Now third option is PCl5 gives PCl3 plus Cl2. If we will check product side 2 molecules we are getting, if we will check reactant side, we have taken 1 molecule of PCl5. So it means here delta Mg is not equal to 0. delta Ng is positive. When delta Ng will be positive, then Kp or negative, Kp will not be equal to Kc. Okay. Now, fourth option is H2 gas plus I2 gas gives 2 times Hi gas. Product side 2 molecules, reactant side 2 molecules. 2 minus 2 equal to 0. Delta Ng is equal to 0 means Kp is equal to Kc. So first Kp is equal to Kc, second Kp is equal to Kc, third Kp is not equal to Kc, fourth Kp is equal to Kc. So correct answer for this is third option. Now question number 75. Given below are two statements. Statement first, the boiling point of 3 isomeric pentane follows the order. N-pentane greater than isopentane greater than neopentane. Statement second, when branching increases, the molecule attains the shape of sphere. This results in smaller surface area for contact, due to which the intermolecular forces between the spherical molecules are weak, thereby lowering the boiling point. In the light of the above statement, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. So first, if we will check the boiling point. Boiling point order given is correct because N-pentane is having more boiling point than branching pentanes. Why? Because of branching, the surface area decreases, weak van der Waals force decreases, boiling point decreases. So first statement is correct. Second statement is its reason. That is also correct. Means its correct answer is third option. Both statement first and statement second are correct. Okay. Now question number 76. The compound that will undergo SN1 reaction with the fastest rate. In SN1 reaction, carbocation is formed. So we have to check these compounds which will form more stable carbocation. So its answer is second. Why? Because first will form carbocation that is very unstable. Why? Because the carbon which will get positive charge is more electronegative. Positive charge and more electronegative is unstable. Okay. Second will form 2-degree carbocation. And 2-degree carbocation, and also this carbocation is stabilized by this phenyl ring because of resonance. Okay. And third option will give 1-degree carbocation, no any stability. Fourth will give 2-degree carbocation, but not any resonance stability there. So correct answer is second. Second is more stable carbocation because of resonance there. So it will form, it will give fastest rate for SN1 mechanism. Second answer. Question number 77. The energy of an electron in the ground state N is equal to 1 for helium ion is minus x joule. Then that for an electron in N is equal to 2 state for beryllium 3 positive ion in joule is. So first we will calculate the energy separately. E is equal to, we have formula E is equal to minus 13.6 Z square by N square electron volt. Okay, this is energy formula. Now first we will check in ground state for helium. Helium's atomic number is 2. 2 power 2 means 4. So minus 13.6 into 4 will come. N is equal to 1 here. Now we will check for beryllium. Energy E is equal to minus 13.6 into beryllium's atomic number is 4. So 4 square means 16. 16 divided by N is equal to 2. N square means 4. 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. So it will also come minus 13.6 into 4. So already energy is given for helium. Minus 13.6 into 4 energy is given minus x kilojoule. And beryllium we are getting same equation, so energy will be same minus x kilojoule. So correct answer is 3. Third option is its correct answer. Okay. Now question number 78. In which of the following process entropy increases? So if we will check spontaneous process, entropy increases always. Okay. A liquid evaporates to vapor. This is spontaneous process here. Liquid is getting converted to vapor. Randomness increase, entropy will increase. Temperature of crystalline solid lowered from 130 Kelvin to 0 Kelvin. Here temperature decreases. It means entropy, randomness will decrease, entropy will decrease. NaHCO3 gives Na2CO3 plus CO2 plus H2O. This reaction also from solid is forming, solid to gas is forming, solid to gas is forming. But this is not spontaneous, so we cannot say here delta S increases here. Okay. Cl2 gas, 2 times Cl gas. So here state remains same. No randomness change there, so entropy will remain same. Its correct answer is A. A liquid evaporates to vapor. Okay. A and C is its correct answer. So third option is for this. Question number 78, third option. 78, third option. Okay. Now, question number 79. On heating some solid substance changing from solid to vapor state without passing through liquid state. You know the process is known as sublimation. Now we have to write here which technique we can use to differentiate the substances, to separate the substances there. So same answer is fourth option, sublimation. Okay. So question number 80. Question number 80. Match list first with list second. List first. CONH3 5 times NO2 Cl2. CONH3 5 times SO4 Br. CONH3 6 times Cr CN6. COH2O 6 times Cl3. So if we will check here, first D option we will see here. The C part. C part will show coordinate isomerism. So it is correct answer. It's correct option matching here. Fourth option is list second. And D will show us hydrate isomerism. Hydrate means solvate isomerism. So D will match with first. Now you can check here and answer this a tricky question here. So C is fourth and D is first. C is fourth, D is first. There is only one option where C is fourth, D is first. That is third option. So its correct answer is 3. Okay, now biology certificate.
Hi students, over to question number 177 to 200. We're continuing the biology paper discussion of the paper. So moving on to the 176th question. Check. So 176, if you're looking at the question, you're able to see some options. If you know that radula is present, is the rasping organ in mollusca, B with option 1, you will have only one option showing that B with option 1, which is A2, B1, C4 and D3. So the correct answer for 176 question is fourth option. So moving on to 177, if you look at this thing, satellite is present in chromosome. Rest are finger-like projections that you see in mitochondria. Similarly, cartwheel pattern is seen in centriole, and axonium is the central portion of cilia and flagella. The student who has marked here is correct, and whatever the answer, A with 2, B with 1, C with 4, and D with 3 is correct. So the option for this question is 2. Which of the following statement is incorrect? That is your 178th question. Bioreactors are used to produce small-scale bacterial cultures. The first statement itself is wrong. It is used for producing large-scale bacterial cultures. So that simple word makes it a wrong statement. So which means A statement is wrong. The first statement is wrong. Which is incorrect. The option 1 is incorrect. So the correct answer for 178 is 1. And then moving on to the next question. This is taken from your cell cycle and cell division. You should know that leptotin means thin threads. So the moment you know that D is 3, with options, you should be able to either narrow down to 1 or 4. So looking at the first option, A, you have to determine whether it's 2 or 1. Diakinesis. So diakinesis is separation basically. So A happens to be 2, completion of terminalization of chiasmata. Diakinesis is a phase where the chromosomes, the homologous chromosomes separate from each other. So that terminalization of chiasmata will happen. So A with 2, B with 4, A with 4, and then C with 1, and D with 3 happens to be the correct answer. 179, the option 1 is the correct. Next one is a match the following. So all these questions you just have to be sure about something. With that thing you can eliminate the option and you can get it correct. Common cold is caused by rhinoviruses. A with 3 should be the answer. If you know that common cold is caused by rhinoviruses, getting an answer here is very easy. A3, B1, C2 and D4. So hemozoin is released by Plasmodium. Vidal test is used for the testing of typhoid. Allergy is caused by diaplasm. This is a very easy question. And again, moving on to 181st question, breastfeeding during initial period of infant growth is recommended by doctors for bringing up a healthy baby. This is a very correct statement. Breastfeeding is like kind of something which doctors recommend for infants. And the reason that they have quoted is why colostrum contains several antibodies absolutely essential to develop resistance for the newborn baby, which is also correct. And it happens to be the reason is also correct. And why the doctors recommend it is because of this factor that they recommend So basically the assertion is correct, the reason is also correct, and it is also a correct explanation. So the option C or 3 is happens to be the correct answer for this question. Now coming to this particular question, which is 182. 182, the option here is, it's a very factual question. 182 is 4. 4. If you look at the NCRT book and if you look at the options, you should know that myxine is hagfish and the pterophylum happens to be angelfish. With A as 3 and B as 1, you have only one option. Okay, you have only one option, which is your fourth option. So the answer is fourth option. A3, B1, C2, and B. So now moving on to the next question, 183. The Thai plasmid of agrobacterium tumor fashion stands for, the Thai here TI stands for tumor inducing. So tumor inducing plasmid is first option. So 183, the option is 184th question, which of the following is not a component of fallopian tube? Fallopian tube has three parts. One is your isthmus, ampulla, and infundibulum. Infundibulum is the place which it receives. Ampulla is the next curvy portion, and isthmus is the next portion of fallopian tube. Uterine fundus is part of uterus. The word uterine here itself is indicative that it is part of uterus. So the answer, which is not a component of fallopian tube, it is uterine fundus. So moving on to the next question, which is 185th question. Down syndrome is 21 trisomy. It happens in the 21st chromosome. So with A with option 3, you have only one option here in this particular thing. A with option 3 is option 1. A with option 3. B with B4. Klinefelter's alpha thalassemia is related to 16th chromosome, and C is related to the 11th chromosome. Klinefelter syndrome is basically an extra X chromosome. So the answer for 185 is so the next one, which of the following is statements are about non-chordates they are asking. If you look at it, non-chordates, pharynx is perforated by gill slits that happens in chordates. So which means statement A itself is wrong about chordates. So looking at the option, you can eliminate option 3 and 4. So now you have to determine whether C is correct or E is correct. Okay. So if you look at that option, C is central nervous system is dorsal. That happens to be something related to chordates. So the moment you know that C is wrong, the answer can only be one, which is B's, D and E only. Option 1, B, D, E. The next one happens to be a very factual question, 187. The correct answer here is second one. Second option is correct. A3, Mesozoic is basically birds and reptiles. And then B1, in the Proterozoic, lower invertebrates evolved. The next one is Cenozoic. In Cenozoic, mammals evolved. And in the Paleozoic era, which is before that, your birds and reptiles evolved. Fish and amphibia evolved. So the correct answer is second option. A with 3, B with 1, C with 4, and D with 2. It's a very factual question. And then the next one. Below are two statements. The cerebral hemispheres are connected by a nerve tract known as corpus callosum, which happens to be a correct statement. Corpus callosum is connecting is something which connects the two cerebral hemispheres. Statement 1 is correct. The brainstem consists of medulla oblongata, pons, and cerebrum is wrong because cerebellum is part of the brainstem. So which means 188 question, the second option is statement 2 is wrong. Statement 1 happens to be correct and statement 2 is incorrect. So it is option 1. So moving on further, identify the correct options they have given. If you're looking at the options, luteinizing hormone will act on Leydig cells and then it will try to impact on the androgens. And apart from LH, you also have an hormone which is FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, which will act on Sertoli cells and which will induce some spermiogenesis. So basically, FSH, Leydig cells, Sertoli cells, and spermiogenesis happens to be the correct answer here, which is in option number 3. So the next one is they're asking you to match these two columns. You should know that Tata box is a promoter. D2, if you see D2, you are having only two options. 3 and 4 can be eliminated, so it has to be only 1 or 2. Now you're having one more thing. You have termination of transcription is done by row factor. If you know that B is 3, the answer for 190th question would be 2, second option. A is 4. RNA polymerase 3 is responsible for the transcription of snRNAs and tRNAs. Transcription of termination is done by row factor. Splicing of exons is related to SNRPs. And then Tata box is the promoter. So the correct answer for 190th question will be 2. So moving on here, 191st question. This is all related to thyroid gland and the diseases related to thyroid gland. So exophthalmic goiter. So the word exophthalmic itself, the ophthalmic should indicate that it is connected with eye. The moment you know that A has this, if you see this protruding eyeballs, A with the 3 is the correct thing. So you can eliminate option 3 and 4. Now you have, if you see, compare these two things, you have to look at only option C or D. Okay. If you see this particular Cushing syndrome, you should know that Cushing syndrome is excess secretion of cortisol. C with 1 happens to be correct. So which means the answer has to be second option, A with 3, B with 4, C with 1, and D with 2. So that is it. The next one is 192 question. 192 question, the option is 1. Okay. So you look at the options here. You have A with 3. Unicellular glandular epithelium is found in the goblet cells of alimentary canal. Compound epithelium, it is found in the moist surface of buccal cavity. And then multicellular glandular epithelium is found in the salivary glands. So you see here gland. So basically that gives a connection again. And then endocrine glandular thing, it happens to be pancreas. So endocrine organ, only thing in this thing is pancreas. So the correct answer is for 192, it is the first option. Now moving on to the next question, 193. 193, bone marrow is the main lymphoid organ where the blood cells including lymphocytes are produced. It's a correct statement. Statement 1 is correct. Both bone marrow and thymus provide microenvironments for the development and maturation of T lymphocytes. That happens to be a correct statement, which means both the statements are correct. 193, the option is 3. Moving on further, if you're looking at the options 194, the structure used for storing food in the cockroach is crop. So A happens to be 4. You look at the options here, option 2 and 4 can be eliminated. If you're looking at the other things, here you have 150 ring, 150 yellow colored thin filaments are seen between the midgut and hindgut. They are the Malpighian capsules. So C has to be 3. The moment you understand that C has to be 3 and A is 4, A4 with C3, you are able to understand that the option for 194 question is third option. So basically, between the foregut and the midgut, whatever you have is called as the gastric ceca. Okay, so A happens to be 4, B happens to be 2, C happens to be Malpighian tubules, and D happens to be the gizzard which is used for grinding. The correct answer is 3. So 195th question, choose the correct statements given below regarding juxtamedullary nephrons. Loop of Henle of juxtamedullary nephrons run deep into the medulla. This one statement that they have given. Juxtamedullary nephrons outnumber the cortical nephrons is the wrong statement. Juxtamedullary nephrons are located in the columns of Bertini is also wrong. The renal corpuscle of juxtamedullary nephron lies in the outer portion of the renal medulla. This is also wrong. The only statement which is correct here is loop of Henle of juxtamedullary nephron runs deep into the medulla. That is why we call it as juxtamedullary nephron. So answer is 1 here. So next is a question related to ECG, 196. What is P wave? P wave is the first wave. It is basically depolarization of atria. The moment you know that P wave is atria, A is matched with 3, you have only one option which is there, A3, B2, C4 and D1. So the answer for 196 is 4. So the next question is for 197. As per the ABO blood grouping system, the blood group father is B positive and the mother is A positive. Child is O positive. So what can be the genotype? What can be the genotype of these people? They are asking. So for this particular thing, one of the parent has to have I, the small I without anything. One of the parent has to be another having I without anything. Only then the child can be II. So basically the respective genotype for the father will be IBI, mother would be IAI, and the child would be I and I, which is in option 1. Okay, which means for 197, A only is the option. Moving on to the question number 198, Gauss competitive exclusion principle states that two closely related species competing for different resources cannot coexist indefinitely. This is a wrong statement because competing for the same resources cannot exist infinitely. So the word different here is wrong. Competing for same resources should be the correct one. So statement 1 is wrong. So when statement 1 is wrong, looking at the statement 2, according to Gauss principle, during competition, the inferior species will be eliminated. This may be true if resources are limiting. This statement happens to be correct. So statement 1 is wrong and statement 2 is correct. So the option for 198 question will be 2. So moving on to the next question. Regarding catalytic cycle of enzyme action, select the correct sequence they are asking you. The correct answer happens to be EADCB. Substrate binds to the active site first of all, and then substrate enzyme complex is formed. Then the moment that happens, the chemical bonds of the substrates are broken, and then happens to be the release of the product. The product will be released. Then you have the free enzyme ready to bind with another substrate. So this is the correct order. The option is. So moving on to the 200th question. The first statement says that mitochondria and chloroplast are both double membrane formed organelles. Both are correct organelles. The statement is correct. Mitochondria as well as chloroplast both are double membrane. Statement 2 says that inner membrane of mitochondria is relatively less permeable as compared to chloroplast. This statement is wrong because both of them are less permeable. So basically both mitochondria as well as chloroplast, both of them are equally less permeable compared to the outer membranes. So which means statement 2 happens to be incorrect. So the correct answer is first option. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. So with this thing, we have completed the biology part, all the 200 questions given answer. Over to chemistry, sir.
Okay, students, again chemistry now from question number 81. Okay, now question number 81. Given below are two statements. Statement first, aniline does not undergo Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Yeah, this statement is correct. Aniline does not undergo Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Why? Because the catalyst which we are using here, AlCl3, this AlCl3 is electron deficient. Okay, so what it will do, it will react with aniline, their NH2 has lone pair. It will react with that lone pair. So it will not give a stable product, it will form insoluble product. Okay. That is why it is not undergoing Friedel-Crofts and elixir reaction. Statement first is second. Now, correct. Now, statement second. Aniline cannot be prepared through Gabriel synthesis, Gabriel thalamide synthesis. That is also correct. Why? Because there is no any active hydrogen. Aryl halides cannot be prepared through Gabriel thalamide reaction. So, which option is correct? Third option. Both statement first and statement second or true. Okay. Now, question number 82. Arrange the following statements in increasing order of first ionization energy. So, if we will check here, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen. In lithium, 2s1 configuration is there. 1s2, 2s1. Beryllium 1s2, 2s2. Boron 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Carbon 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. Nitrogen 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So if we will remove hydrogen from this electron from nitrogen, so we have to remove that electron from symmetrical electronic configuration. Symmetrical electronic configuration is always stable configuration. So it will take more energy. It requires more energy to remove first electron. Means nitrogen will have highest ionization energy. Okay. After that, carbon. Why? Because when we will move left to right in a periodic table, size decreases, ionization energy increases. So next to nitrogen, there will be carbon. Highest for nitrogen, second highest carbon. Then third highest should be boron. And fourth highest should be beryllium, what we are expecting. But there is exception. Why? The beryllium is having more ionization energy than boron because we have to remove electron from 2s2 configuration for beryllium and for boron 2p1 configuration. So 2p1 means unsymmetrical. The orbitals are filled unsymmetrically. If we will remove this, it will become symmetrical, it will become more stable. So it needs less energy. That's why beryllium is having more ionization energy than boron, than lithium. So its correct answer is 4. Lithium less than boron, less than beryllium, less than carbon, less than nitrogen. Okay. Next is the highest number of helium atoms is in. First one is 4 gram of helium. So we will calculate how many moles are there. 4 gram divided by its molar mass is 4. 4 by 4 is equal to 1 mole means Na atoms are there. The next is 2.27 liter of helium at St. So if we will check 2.27 divided by 22.4, it will be approximately equal to 1 by 10. Okay. So 1 by 10 is 0.1. So 0.1 mole is this means 0.1 Na electrons are these atoms are there. Okay. Now 4 mole of helium. 4 mole of helium, in 1 mole of helium there will be how many atoms? Na atoms. In 4 moles there will be 4 Na atoms. So this 4 mole is the highest number of atoms will be there in 4 mole of helium. So correct answer is third option. Okay. Next is question number 84. The most stable carbocation among the following is first carbocation. If we will check, this is 1 degree carbocation. Second carbocation, if we will check, this is 3 degree carbocation. Third, if we will check, this is also second degree, 2 degree carbocation. Fourth, if we will check, this is also 2 degree. So 3 degree carbocation is more stable than 2 degree than 1 degree. So correct answer is second answer. Okay. Now next is the Henry law constant Kh value of 3 gases A, B, C in water or 145, 2 into 10 power minus 5 and 35 kilobar respectively. The solubility of these gases in water follow the order. You should remember this question is from solutions Henry law. Okay, so more the value of Henry law constant, less will be its solubility. So A is having more Kh value, its solubility will be very less. Second is C is having more Kh value than B, so it is solubility will be less but more than A. Okay, so B will have more solubility. So the correct answer is 4. B greater than C greater than A. Okay, because Kh is inversely related to solubility. You should remember. Now, a compound X contains 32% of A, 20% of B, and remaining percentage of carbon. Then the empirical formula of X is, so compound X, in X there is A, 32%, B, 20%, and remaining percentage is C. 32 plus 20 means 52, C means 48, total percentage is 100. Okay, A and B, collectively they are 52%, C is 48%. Now, what we will do, A is molar mass is given 64. Then we will write 32 divided by 64, it will come 0.5 moles. Okay. Now, B is 20%. 20% divided by its molar mass. 20 divided by 40, it will be also 0.5 moles. Now, C is 48 divided by 32. When you will divide, you will get 1.5 moles. So, A 0.5 mole, B 0.5 mole, C 1.5 mole. Now, what is the least value there? Least value is 0.5. Divide each by 0.5. 0.5 by 0.5, you will get 1. 0.5 by 0.5, you will get 1. 1.5 by 0.5, you will get 3. So A1, B1, C3. Correct answer is 4. A, B, C3. Okay. Now, question number 87. The product A and B obtained in the following reaction respectively are 3 times ROH plus PCl3 gives 3 times RCl plus A. When alcohols will react with phosphorus trichloride, H3PO3 is forming there. Okay. And when alcohols will react with PCl5, POCl3 is there. So answer is second option, H3PO3 and POCl3. Okay. This question is from preparation of alkyl halides. Question number 88. The plot of osmotic pressure versus concentration mole per liter for a solution gives a straight line with slope 25.73 liter bar per mole. The temperature at which the osmotic pressure measurement is done is. So we know that osmotic pressure pi is equal to CRP. R is constant, T is constant, C is concentration. It means osmotic pressure is directly proportional to concentration. Graph will come the straight line. Okay. Slope is there RT. This RT value is given 25.73 and R value is given 0.083. Then we will divide. RT will be equal to 25.73. T will be equal to 25.73 divided by 0.08. When you will divide this, you will get 310 Kelvin. Okay. So 310 Kelvin. Its answer is fourth option. This is what? Wait. This is 310 Kelvin we will get. 310 Kelvin. We will convert this into degree Celsius. So Kelvin is equal to 273 plus degree Celsius. 310 minus 273. Then degree Celsius. So 310 minus 273, this is equal to 7. This is equal to 37. Its correct answer is third option, 37 degree. Yes, 37 degrees Celsius. Yes. Okay. Now, question number 89. For the given reaction, this is reaction of alkene with KMNO4, acidified KMNO4. This is oxidation reaction. So they will give benzoic acid. Sorry, the carboxylic acid. So correct answer is fourth. Fourth option is correct answer for this. Now, question number 90. Statement below are two statements. The given below are two statements. CONH3 positive is homoleptic complex, whereas CONH3 4 times Cl2 is heteroleptic. What are homoleptic complex? Those complex in which there will be only one kind of ligands. What are heteroleptic? There will be more than one kind of ligands. So statement second is complex CONH3 6 times has only one kind of ligand, but CONH3 4 times has more than one kind of ligand. Okay, so that is why first is homoleptic, second is heteroleptic. So correct answer is both statement first and statement second are true. Third option is there. Okay. Okay, now question number 91. During the preparation of Mohr salt solution, ferrous ammonium sulfate, which are the following acid is added to prevent hydrolysis of Fe2 positive. So it is correct answer is dilute sulfuric acid. Okay. Now question number 92. Identify the correct answer. Dipole moment of NF3 is greater than that of NH3. 3 canonical forms can be drawn for CO3 2 negative ion. Okay. Now the resonance structure can be drawn for ozone. BF3 has non-zero dipole moment. Its correct answer is second one. 3 canonical forms can be drawn for CO3 2 negative. 3 resonating structures are there. So correct answer is 2. Okay. Now question number 93. Given below are certain cations. Using inorganic qualitative analysis, arrange them in increasing group number from 0 to 6. So its correct answer is third option. Third option is B, A, D, C, E. Okay. Now question number 94. Identify the major product C formed in the following reaction sequence. CH3CH2, CH2I, NaCl gives A. Then partial hydrolysis gives B. Then reaction with base NaOH, Br2 gives product C. So its correct answer is third option, propyl amine. Okay. Now, question number 95. The rate of reaction quadruples when temperature changes from 27 degree to 57 degree. Calculate the energy of activation. Given R is 8.314, log 4 is given 0.6. So it is correct answer is 94. Correct answer is 95. Correct answer is third option, 38.04 kilojoule per mole. Okay. Now, question number 96. Consider the following reaction in a sealed vessel at equilibrium with concentration of N2 3 into 10 power minus 3, molar O2 4.2 into 10 power minus 3, and NO 2.8 into 10 power minus 3. Reaction is given. 2 times NO gives N2 gas plus O2 gas. If 0.1 mole per liter of NO is taken in closed vessel, what will be the degree of dissociation alpha of NO at equilibrium? So 96 is correct answer is second option, 0.717. Okay. Now 97. The work done during reversible isothermal expansion of 1 mole of hydrogen gas at 25 degrees Celsius from pressure of 20 atmosphere to 10 atmosphere is given R is 2 calories per Kelvin per mole. So it is correct answer is fourth option, minus 413.14 calories. Okay. Now question number 98. Mass in grams of copper deposited by passing 9.6487 ampere current through a voltmeter containing copper sulfate solution for 100 seconds in is given molar mass of copper is 60. This question is from electrochemistry. Okay, so its answer is fourth option, 0.315 gram. Question number 99. Major product A and B formed in the following reaction sequence are. So this reaction PbBr3 gives A, alcohol with the reaction with A reacts with alcoholic KOH gives B. Okay. Now, so what will be here? The correct answer for 99 is the third option. Why? Because first alcohol will get converted to alkyl halide. So Br will get attached there in presence of